Hey man, it's Kevin Smith.
Hey, this is Jay Music.
Hey, I'm Scott Snyder.
I'm Cena Grace.
And you're listening
to the Absolute Geek.
The Absolute Geek.
Absolute Geek.
Absolute Geek Podcast.
Check it out, Snoogan.
Welcome everyone to another episode of the Absolute Geek Podcast. I am Matt.
I'm Crocodile Rex.
I'm Brian.
And I'm Lance.
You've been here enough times to be able to introduce yourself. I'm not gonna give you this special intro every time you come on. This is like the trifecta. Like, for fuck's sake, like, we're just tagging each other in and out on shows, so I'm not gonna sit here and be like, tonight's special guest, Couch Crunchers, is other Kyle. No,
it's other Kyle.
Yeah.
Dude, it's been a minute since I've been on, though, dude.
Yeah, but you act like you don't know how this works.
Right.
I don't.
Act like you've been here before.
Act like you've been here before. How long have you been podcasting now? How long have you been podcasting?
2.5 years.
Act like you've been here before. Come on, man. You're embarrassing yourself in front of the podcast professional Brian McClay, all right? You're embarrassing yourself. This man is on like 19 different shows now and doesn't miss a beat. You can't even just get the basic intro right on the second show you're on. Amateur. Welcome, everyone. Hope everyone have a great week. It is Friday.
So glad it's over.
Mine was shitty.
Yeah, it was long.
Fuck this week.
It was long.
Fuck this week.
Anyone have any good, interesting things that happened to us this week?
I had a ring at my doorbell last night.
At what time?
It's like 8:15.
Ooh, did you answer it?
Oh, always. Love answering my door. And so I opened it up like this enough to stick my head out. Hello. We are missionaries from the Church of Jesus Christ and Latter-day Saints. You ever seen a missionary before?
Did they actually say that?
Yeah. And so I stared at him. And he stared at me. And I stared at him. And I kept staring at him. And I didn't say anything. And he kept staring at me and didn't say anything. And I just went... shut the door and locked it. Super slow and awkward. And then I went back to bed.
You mean the position?
You ever seen anyone like us before?
No, I can't say that I ever have.
You're the first human I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah.
Thank you. I've been waiting to meet a fellow person like me.
Yes.
Another human person.
A missionary.
But
he wanted to, he knew that you needed more than anything the word of the Lord to save your soul.
It's funny though because there's nothing inviting about my house.
He knew that he knew that you'd be playing with a blue penis shaped dinosaur.
Oh, I so wish I would have came.
The show, so they knew that your soul needed saving.
It's the perfect Friday night for Kyle.
Shit. Next time I answer the door, I'm going to answer it like this. Can I help you?
Like you're putting on lipstick.
Did
puts the lotion on the skin.
Has Tim made a new model yet?
No.
He's got to make it with the arms, man.
He came clean that he didn't make it. He stole it from somebody else. So he can't put the little arms on there. He outed himself.
He did. He couldn't keep the charade up any longer.
Yeah. He could no longer live with this web of lies.
That's a bummer.
I can no longer take this web of lies. I was playing with it heavy, huh?
Dude, it's badass. So last week when we were talking about doing karaoke, we got to the bar and Newbie was like, she's like, you need to go sing. And I said, oh, I don't sing. She's like, you can rant on and on and on and fuck around with the blue cock, but you can't sing in front of a bunch of strangers.
Hell no, that's a difference.
I was like, yeah, it's totally different. I'm just hanging out with my friends. I don't know any of these motherfuckers. They don't care if I have a blue cock or not.
Chad C wants to know if you ended up converting.
No, I did not.
And then Christian wants to know, did you take the chocolate?
No, I forgot.
So capitalizing on that story, I mean, I guess I can't beat missionaries coming to my door. But anybody who knows, Kyle makes fun of me because I used to work from home, and my home was my office. But now I got a new position, so I actually have to go into the office.
Bent over.
Yep. So, anyways,
So yeah.
Now that I have to go into the office,
Beef.
and I've come to realize that people do some awkward and crazy shit in the office, and they don't even blink an eye at it
Because they don't know they're doing it.
No, oh, come on now. So this week I'm sitting there in the lunchroom, and I've got headphones in. Nothing's playing on it. I'm paying attention to the TV, the impeachment votes going on, and I'm sitting there with just headphones in because I listen to music when I'm sitting at my desk, and I was like, I'm gonna go just chill in the break room for an hour for my lunch, and I sit down, and there's this woman on the phone in the lunchroom with me. It's just me and her. And she looks at me and sees I have earphones in, and she doesn't pay attention to it. And she's on the phone. Come to find out, she's on the phone having phone sex. Not her boyfriend, not her baby daddy, her side piece.
What?
Gotta keep the side piece happy.
Yeah. She's having phone sex with the side piece, and the side piece is like trying to offer, I guess, to pick her up from work, and she's talking about how like she wants him to bite down on her nipples, and like she said she wants to make him hard and big and squeeze it till she cuts off the circulation and then let it go so it starts throbbing. And it was like
No way.
Yes, it was this whole like just awkward situation, and I'm sitting there.
Where the fuck do you work? The Bunny Ranch?
Right? And I'm sitting there texting the group chat, our group chat, with Kyle and listener God damn it, Tim. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank. Listener Tim, and Kyle's like, laugh when she laughs, so that way she knows you're listening. And so I do. She laughed, and I started laughing when she would laugh, and this went on for like 15-20 minutes. And I was like, I'm sitting here live streaming, well, not live streaming, but live tweeting this to them the entire time, and just the shit she's saying. And she got up, and I shit you not, there was a puddle on the bench where she was sitting with drip marks away. And I took a picture of it and sent it to the group. I don't know if she had a water bottle there or what, because when she stood up, all she had was a lunch bag. So I don't know if she had like a water bottle behind her, and she dropped, like, spilt it or something, but it was getting hot and heavy. I don't think she didn't know I was listening because I had my headphones in, so she thought she was completely safe in what she was doing.
She didn't realize you were laughing at what she was laughing at?
She paid no attention to it. She was like 100% engaged into this conversation.
All of her thinking power was in her crotch.
Yeah.
Everyone's been there, done that.
And she's like, oh, yeah, you're saying sweet things to me. And,
public.
You know, she's like, my baby daddy would never treat me like that. My boyfriend doesn't treat me like that. And she's like, and you're that interested in me. And like, she's like, yeah, this is where I work. Come here and pick me up. This is what time I get off. And we could do this in your car. And it's like this whole thing's going down. I'm like, this is why I don't like working at the office. This is like, I don't want to be at the office anymore. This is it. This is the reason I went work at home in the first place, because people are just weird.
That's the fun of working in the office, though.
Yeah, but I don't know. Just the fact that like when she stood up and there was the puddle of water.
The snail trail.
Yeah, the snail trail.
Where's the pic? I want to see the pic.
You want to see the pic of the puddle? All right,
Let's see it.
Let me pull it up. Let me get to the group chat here.
Yeah, because I'm still questioning this whole thing, dude. I think you're embellishing.
Can I? No, I'm not.
At my work, we just talk about making a naked man calendar with a scratch and sniff option.
So every slide will just smell like duck butter.
But we're gonna do it's like 3D, so it's like those pop-up books. So when you open the first flap to like January, it's like this guy, and then when you lift up his kilt,
Lift it up higher.
cock.
Oh, that's nasty.
I'll resend it to the chat so that way people can see it because I can't figure out how to do it on Facebook on my computer. But I'll resend it to our chat so then I can pull it up that way.
It's gross, man.
I can.
How's your work week,
I can
Brian?
share this screen. Let me pull this up here. That entry wasn't valid. Here we go.
Oh, it's nasty.
There it is for anybody.
That can't be.
Dude, that's
that
what I
has
was
to be
saying.
something that
It
leaked,
has
dude.
to be water, but like
That-
she was sitting here and she slid that way and got up and walked off. So
Either that or she pissed herself, dude, because that's the way that's like.
that's all I was saying is that shit. It was hot and heavy, and it was
Something
weird.
was going on.
Yeah, she was getting excited, a little excited.
So that's like the most action Matt's gotten, like
Months,
Years.
months,
years, right?
Yeah, probably years. Yes,
Months.
I am a sad little man.
Months.
Years.
Months. I mean, how many years ago was it that you were flirting with the bots on Tinder?
Oh yeah, that's a long time ago, man. You can't.
Do you want to go out to dinner? No, Matt. I am only a bot. I cannot go out to dinner with you.
Yeah, you can't get a dinner date with a bot.
What are you doing tonight? I am a bot. I am not doing anything.
Yes. Gen Z says, definitely tell that chick about your podcast 100%. He said leaving your headphones in on silent while in a public place is like being a spy.
Fuck yeah.
So I got something kind of interesting that I just saw, and I don't know, maybe you guys saw this too, but it's kind of local bullshit. But all about
Is it about cryptocurrency?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's huge. That's like the longest running comic book store in the valley, man. That is crazy.
It's more interesting that they're just shutting down and not just having someone run it in their place or selling it to somebody. Like they're closing it down.
They're like,
Yeah.
fuck it.
Didn't
We
they,
got our time.
Moved there. They just moved
yeah, I
there.
was gonna
Like,
say, didn't they just spend a shit ton of money getting two stores where they have like a back issue store and then their main store?
Yep.
Like 2 or 3 years ago.
yeah. And remember,
It's
they were
possible
asked-
trying to find a buyer. Maybe they were trying to find a buyer and they couldn't.
Well, the article said that they came on and said it had nothing to do with money. They were just done. They said we did our time and we're ready to retire.
they
So-
want to hang out with their grandson.
They're still gonna sell books though, but they're gonna do it eBay style or online style. So they're not gonna have a brick and mortar store anymore. So
It's the
Yeah,
way
it's a
to do it.
bummer.
all about books in Phoenix, Chad.
Yeah. All about books and comics. Yeah. On
Yep.
Camelback,
Yeah.
Central and Camelback.
I thought you were going to talk about cryptocurrency.
What's that?
Oh, you didn't hear about the Arizona's been a hotbed of like criminal activity the last
Dude, we
week
have
and a
been,
half.
we are the new Florida.
Yeah, we've been a hotbed of criminal activity the last week and a half. Like they caught like a high-ranking officer of Al Qaeda here.
I saw that.
Then there's two dudes in their 20s like just got busted for the biggest cryptocurrency scam. where they're
It's a
scamming.
Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, Ponzi scheme where they're scamming celebrities and high-profile clients out of millions of dollars and saying they were investing in cryptocurrency, and they weren't. They were using that money to jet set around the world and
Buy mansions and shit.
Yeah, live a lavish lifestyle, and they got busted.
I guess it was even high-profile like baseball players too.
Mm-hmm.
Really? That got scammed?
Yeah.
Yeah, out of millions, dude.
Arizona,
Guys, I'll be right back. I need to tell my kids to shut up.
Arizona has become a hotbed of criminal activity.
What
The dude had got out of prison and then he made that cryptocurrency site.
did they say? Which baseball players got scammed?
No, they haven't released that yet.
And then they have the family that just got arrested because they found the remains of an 11-year-old girl in their attic, and they don't know how long the kid has been there. And
2 years.
Was it 2 years?
2 years.
There's all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah, that was sad, man.
We're the new Floridia.
Yes, we are.
When you hear about like what the I don't even know why we're talking about it on the show, but it was sad.
Yeah, it is. Well, we're just talking about Arizona being the new Florida, the new.
Yeah, Florida. Yeah,
crazies.
you're right. You're right.
And then the dude was that dude who was trading music for laundry detergent in Arizona too?
Wait,
Kyle?
what?
I think so, yeah.
Some dude got busted for he's like considered like the most wanted illegal music downloader, and
They called him a professional pirate.
Yeah, a professional pirate. He got busted for selling illegally downloaded music for laundry detergent.
So he traded 641 illegally downloaded songs for 8 bottles of laundry detergent.
What an idiot.
What an idiot.
I think professional pirates usually end up with like pirate
A boat?
ships.
Yeah.
He's got a desert cruiser.
But I was like, how does it get that far, like through the chain to where like there's law enforcement involved with downloading music? Like, and especially like they came up and they're like, hey man, I need some songs. What do you need? Man, you know what I need? I need laundry detergent. I got motherfucking laundry for days. I gotta fucking
Here's what I don't
wash some
understand.
shit.
Here's what I don't understand. Laundry detergent costs anywhere from like $20 to $30, right? Like a big bottle of laundry detergent.
I
You
don't
can
know
go get
what
Apple
laundry
Music for,
detergent
like-
you're buying. 20 to 30
Well, I
bucks.
got-
for laundry
He's got a big
detergent.
family.
I got
Yeah,
a
you
big
do.
family, dude.
That's
Laundry
true.
detergent's expensive. So, but you can go get Apple Music for like $9 a month.
No, man, you got to have a thumb drive, man. You got to have a thumb drive with 600 songs on it.
I agree with you 100%. There's no reason to download. I was like going through old external hard drives, and I found my music. I got like 2 terabytes in like MP3s, and I'm like, do I even fucking want those? You know what I mean, what's even the point of having them?
I got rid of mine recently. I saved all the local stuff and the stuff I can't find like on those streaming apps and got rid of everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard also to go through it and find the stuff that you're talking about. Like there's so much stuff.
Right.
It's just fucking funny to me.
I mean, between
Hilarious.
Penis Man and the Ponzi schemers and the kids in the attic and the illegal
Penis Man stuff was awesome though.
the professional
That was-
pirate. It's been a crazy few weeks in Arizona. Grizzle Geek says it's about time AZ steps up. I agree.
Right? We're always so far behind on everything. It is nice to be up as a front runner for something.
I'm operating under the assumption that Mike is Penis Man. I truly
I
believe
agree. I will back you up 100% on that assumption.
it. That beard's hiding something, dude. It's hiding something.
Chad says,
man.
when zombies take over, you guys won't have any jams, and I ain't sharing. For some laundry detergent, you might.
We're gonna trade, man.
You're not
I've
some-
got every Limp Bizkit song in here, including live. concerts. There's at
I
least
even have the-
67 bootlegs of Limp Bizkit in this motherfucker.
I even have the shit they did before they got famous, man. Back in their garage.
When they were
They're
Limp
singing about-
Bizkit.
There's something about blue dicks and shit. Oh, that
Speaking of a Limp Biscuit,
band. Yeah, where's Corbin tonight?
Grizzle Geek says that Mike says I cannot confirm or deny those allegations. I think your secret is safe. But
So next week, everybody needs to tune in next week.
yes,
Why is that?
Next week is the week.
it's our Valentine's Day episode, man.
So Matt's going to drop the mic a little bit so we can see more of his chest area, and he's going to paint himself like the penguin.
Yes.
Put the nose on, hat. He's got to do the whole show as the penguin. I think we should spend like the first 15 minutes you finishing up your paint.
Me finishing up my paint.
So we know you really painted it on. You're not trying to fucking...
You're gonna be able to tell the difference between body paint and a t-shirt, dude.
I'm just saying. I'm just putting that out there. I want proof.
All right.
I want to watch fucking Brent painting
Brent's
on another
painting
man.
me. No. I'll paint myself.
I want to see, or Kellen. I want to see Kellen paint you like the fucking best friend that he is.
Like one of those French girls, huh? Paint me like one of your French girls.
Man,
wanna
I
see
think
him with
Kyle
the
just wants
paintbrush.
to be naked, dude.
I know,
I
that's
think
what-
Kyle just
Everyone
wants
wants
to
to
be
see
naked.
him.
That I mean, that's don't even
But
finish.
like next week, I mean, the lights are going to be on in his room. The camera's going to be down. We're not going to do this bullshit where it's this Matt. Hey, I'm really dressed up like the fucking penguin. Can't you tell?
Yeah.
I fulfilled the bed. Fuck all that.
Doing a Pee Wee Herman impression, right? Is that what's gonna be my dark Pee Wee Herman?
That is, it's going to be awesome next week.
Grizzle Geek says have a contest to have a fan paint him.
Yeah, that'll get you to 200 subscribers.
Oh, we got there. We're giving
Yeah,
a book
we
away
did.
tonight.
Did you get 200?
We did.
Congrats, guys. Congrats.
So we are. I got it. I even got it right here, everybody.
How are you doing that?
So Matt was supposed to put everybody's name into randomizer.org,
Oh, was I supposed to do that? I just thought
Like
you
we-
wanted the list.
like we talked about yesterday.
I'll do it right now.
And he's gonna put it in there. We're gonna have somebody call out a number from 1 to 12. That's how many times we're gonna roll the dice and switch up the names, and then I'm gonna have Siri pick a number between 1 and 200, and that's who our winner will be.
That seems complicated.
No, it's not.
Yeah, you can just take the list and put it in randomizer.com and hit a button.
Is it
Yeah, we're gonna do that
randomizer.com
too.
or .org?
It's .org.
I don't remember what it is. I have it saved as a bookmark. It just says randomizer.
God, dude. Whenever you catch fucking Lance at a lie, dude, he always tries to backpedal and fucking
There's
learn his
always
way
an
around.
article he's going to refer back to.
Can't remember. It's a bookmark. I swear it's a bookmark. I know what it is. But yeah, we're gonna. I mean, just randomizing it and then picking 100. There's no way that we did anything to tamper with it.
See, I can't put names in randomizer.org.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can.
It's not letting me do it. Someone else is going to have to do it then.
God,
Someone else is going to have to do it.
this is the show. Shh.
Hey, I sent you the list, and then you were like, "That's not 200 people." The fuck, it isn't 200
It didn't
people.
look like 200 people.
It's
200
random.
That's not the one I have. The one I have is miniwebtool.com.
That is not it.
Random.org
You
will
just-
work too.
You can just copy and paste a list in there.
You done. We did that the other time.
Mini web tool.
Yeah, here, I'll
Don't listen
Here,
to
hold on.
Lance. Shut the fuck up.
hold on, dude.
We don't care about
There you go, dude.
mini.org.
Where did you? Oh, okay. Let's see. Do you want to do it now? Do you want to do it at the end of the show? When do you want to do it, Kyle?
I want to do it.
Yeah, give people a chance to listen.
I want to do it. Well, we can't do it now because do you have 200 names into the randomizer?
I can in a minute.
So then we can't do it now. So the answer to that question, Matt, was no.
Later. Okay, gotcha.
It was no. Sorry, Kyle. I shit the bed. We can't do it right now. My bad. That is the correct answer.
What a
sir.
fucking hater, dude. Like,
Hey, if I'm a hater for speaking the truth, then I guess it's just the way it has to be.
no one needs a nutcracker because Kyle's efficient on busting nuts.
I think Lance is. He's got a very large family.
That's true. So real quick, why don't we go to Kyle? Why don't you go ahead and touch on what you found cool this week that CGC's doing now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ding
So
light bulb.
it's too busy thinking about randomizer.org.
Yeah, you're thinking about your fucking little hamster dying on the wheel there.
Fucking CGC. I this is brilliant. I think it's brilliant. So what they're doing is to help with shipping to get your book safely to them. They will send you a packing kit, box, foam, cardboard, everything it takes to with the shipping label to get it to CGC.
Brilliant.
I mean, yeah, it's like it is free. They'll send it to you. You pack everything up and you send it back to them. I mean, that's genius.
Now,
It probably helps them too against claims.
do you have to pay for this, or they send it to you complimentary?
Matt, pay the fuck attention.
No, he didn't say a price. He just said
He said
they'll
it's
pay for you.
fucking free.
Well, there you go. Hey, I'm putting 200
Is it
names
free?
in a random generator right now.
Or does
You
it
can all
cost
suck
money? Is it free? Or does it cost money? How much does it cost? I'm doing this movie called It's Not Free. So, what's the movie you're doing called? Dude, you're a hell of an interviewer, man.
I'm not interviewing you.
I'm just saying you're just showing off your skills. This is what happens. Look at that. It blew me away.
Wait. I wasn't looking. Did you do that on purpose? Or was that a total accident?
No, I did it on purpose.
Of course, he's
Oh,
gonna say he
man.
did it on purpose.
I did do it on purpose.
Dude, you need to capture that. That's the next meme.
Of course, he's gonna say he did it on
Put
purpose.
put that one and then the one of Corbin.
Yeah.
Oh, that was fucking funny.
Oh, that was awesome.
So awesome.
So awesome. Anything good on the Hot 10 this week?
Basically they it's
What's,
a lot of new books.
What's that Batman issue that came out this week doing into the market? Anything?
So let me show you here.
Dude, the issue before, did you read the issue before that one?
Yeah.
It was good.
All right, there we go.
No, yeah.
No, yeah.
I don't know. So far, I'm not impressed with what Tinian's bringing out.
I think he's killing it, man.
I need a little bit more. I need a little
Nice.
bit more.
Nice pace. It's kind of weaving you around. I think he's killing it.
I'm trying to. I know I did it. Holy shit.
Did what? Ruh-roh.
Yeah. All right.
But I'm just wondering if his little reveal of the
All right, here we
Joker has done anything to the market.
Okay.
Let me know when I can share your screen.
It definitely is. All right. So, the gold. I guess they would call it the gold. He does a Golden Age book every week as an honorable mention, and this week he's got My Secret Romance, which is interesting because it's usually a pre-cold horror book or something. And basically, he just says a CGC 7.0 sold this week for over $1,000. And the Overstreet Price Guide says that this is a $100 book. So it's amazing how much these are selling for. The second book is really cool. This is a Adam Hughes cover that is it's a foreign book, foreign comic. I'm not exactly sure where it is, but a beat to shit copy sold for $75 on eBay this week. So, and it's very hard to find. I bet you Jose would love to have this because it's probably an image he's never seen of death. But all right, so number 10. This is a good one. I think we've talked about this on here before. I've been specking on this for a while. I would pick this up whenever I find them in dollar bins. This is the first appearance of Vision and Wanda's baby. So obviously this is
the twins, Wiccan and Speed.
Yep. So it's Speed and Wiccan. Yeah, that's it. So it's going for $25 to $30 for very fine near mint raw on eBay right now, obviously because of the show. This is book number 9, Agretsuko. Agretsuko.
That's that. Isn't that Comedy Central or not Comedy Central? Cartoon Network.
I have that book.
Yeah,
it's a Netflix
It's
show.
a cartoon, right? Netflix.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, and this is going for $10 to $15, and it's a brand new book. So
I should post mine on eBay then.
Yeah, do it, man. Take the money while you can. This is book number 8, The Spire from Boom. And he says, this is no knock against the book, but I have a hard time including books like this, although they meet the criteria of a hot book. Boom published and it was optioned. So that automatically makes this a $20 to $30 book, ? So he always kind of talks trash about why books are going so hot, but he's got to put it on the list because it's selling for $20 to $30 right now. So this just got optioned, and that's why. Magic Order number 1, the San Diego Comic-Con variant out of 2000. Prices on this jumped from $10 to $25 for raws, and 9.8s are over $150. And there was an announcement from Mark Millar that this is in production. So that's why this is getting hot. Lois Lane number 8. First appearance of Kiss of Death. So this is a new book that's generating a lot of buzz. So brand new. I think it just came out this week or last week, and it's a $15+ book on eBay. Here you go, Matt. Number 5 is the Power Rangers Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle number 1 second print 1 in 10 variant, and this is a $40 to $50 book right now. So
I actually think the second print covers are doper than the first prints because they're all Shredder and he's holding like damaged helmets, and it looks so much cooler than the actual.
So I mean, $40 to $50 for this book. That's pretty amazing. Number 4, another foreign book. So foreign books are super hot right now, and I really think you can thank some CBSI writers for that. And this is a book right now that a raw copy sold for $1,400, and then a couple days later, it sold for a very good copy, raw copy, sold for $1,900. So this is, for those of you guys don't know, this is the Spanish version of Amazing Spider-Man, and in the Spanish version of Amazing Spider-Man, once they got to the issue where Gwen Stacy died, Gwen Stacy was such a big character in the Latin markets that they were like, we're not going to kill her, and so they continue writing Gwen Stacy storylines in the Mexican comic, and one of them, the storyline is she gets married to Peter Parker, and this is the wedding issue. So this is a super, super big book for Spider-Man fans and for foreign collectors, and $1,900 plus for a very good copy. Basically that book right there. Yeah. So Thor 372, first appearance of the Time Variance Authority, which after people seeing the Loki commercial that for the Super Bowl, you could see he was wearing somebody was wearing the uniform for the TVA. So this used to be a $2 book. It's going for $20 raw. A perfect example of, you guys can go, use these lists to make money. You'll start looking through dollar bins and sell this book for, $15, $20. It's worth it. Number 2 is The Journey into Mystery 622. And this is the first appearance of Ikol. And I don't know who that is. IKOL. So it has something to do with a villain in the Loki series. So this is, just like issue 3 or number 3, that Thor issue, spec based on the Loki TV show.
Is that who Owen Wilson's playing? I wonder. Wow.
It could be. It could be.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is a $20 book raw. And then book number 1 is a book that has been on the list before, but a long time ago, and that's Moon Girl number 28. This is the first appearance of that Omnipotentus, who is like a female Galactus or something, if I remember correctly. And this one's just weird. 2 years ago is when this book got really hot and came out. It jumped from a $10 book that it's been selling for a regular price the last couple months to a $50 plus book, and 9.8s are hitting almost $300.
Damn.
So pretty cool. I got to give some a shout out to Ben C about how he does the Hot 10 list, because he holds no punches. When he thinks a book there's a ridiculous reason that it's selling, he'll let you know. But he'll still put on a list because he's got to. It's selling for good money. So most of these books will probably not be worth what they're going for now in a month, because like we talked about, I think last week or the week before, movie and TV spec is a dead thing. You can still make money off of it right away, but the numbers that we were seeing back in the day, for books because of movie and TV spec I think that's long gone. So
yeah, it seems like it's a flash in the pan now.
Well, I mean, he's got a book on number 9 that's on there that is on there for the TV spec, because it's going to be being made into a Netflix series.
Yeah, all these are basically TV spec. I mean, the Loki stuff.
It's just quick spec though.
Quick. It's not going to last.
Fast, yeah.
So,
well, it's not the same with toys, man. The Morbius Marvel Legends that came out a couple years ago that was super easy to find. It's impossible to find now. Like, it's just gone, and I wonder how much they're going for.
Toys are a different beast, because well, you being a pop fan, there's that pop of the stupid Dr. Pepper, little sweet. That's like $100 pop right now.
What?
Yeah, it's going for like $100 on eBay right now.
I didn't even go after it. Like, all you had to do is buy 3 Dr. Peppers and send them in.
Full?
You get that pop.
Full?
No, it was like
with 3 Dr. Peppers.
With the labels, you had to send the labels
Sending them
in.
on back.
But I don't collect any of the ad. They have a whole ad figures line, and I think it's stupid, so I don't get any of those.
So, kind of touching on what Brian was talking about on the hot list with the Wicked and Speed. What did you guys think of that Super Bowl ad for the Disney Plus shows?
I thought it was good. I really geeked out on a moment that wasn't the moment I thought it was, and I really thought that when they were showing Baron Zemo getting, like, they were about to shoot Baron Zemo and all the bullets were falling out, I thought that was Magneto. I thought that was Fassbender. So I geeked out for a second thinking, oh shit, they're going to have Fassbender come back as Magneto, because it looked like he was using Magneto powers to make the bullets fall out. But it turned out to be the guy that plays Zemo, Baron Zemo.
No, it's Bucky. They're falling out of Bucky's hand. So if you watch the ad, Bucky's holding them and he's like dropping them.
Oh, I thought it was. See, it's so quick. I thought it was a gun, but you see Zemo's face.
Yeah, he's confronting Zemo, and then like in his other hand, he's got like his metal hand. He's dropping the bullets out of it.
Okay, maybe that's why I thought it was a gun, because it was a metal hand or something. But anyways, it was such a quick thing. I was geeking out thinking it was Magneto and Fassbender and X-Men. They're going to bring the X-Men in.
Well, there is that X-Men reference in that show that they keep going on about.
I think
They visit somewhere.
Wanda's going to be your key to bringing the X-Men into the cinematic universe.
I think that's why there's so much focus on her. She's getting the show, and she's supposed to be a main character in the new Doctor Strange movie.
I mean, I was kind of like whatever on it until we saw that little clip, and it's brief, but like it's got my interest. They're doing it sitcom style, and if you look, like, each one of the sets that are in that that clip are from different, like, 70s and 80s and 90s sitcoms. So, like, they have like,
Yeah, that was cool. Married with Children.
yeah, and I think they have what's the one that was
Leave it to Beaver.
Michael Keaton, not Michael J. Fox was on.
Facts of Life.
Facts of Life. They had
Family Ties.
Family Ties. Yes, they had Family
Family
Ties. They had the Brady Bunch.
Facts of Life was the girls' school.
Yep.
Yeah.
You see the.
You take the good, you take the bad, you take it out. You got the facts of life.
Hey, look, he's singing
Facts of Life.
karaoke. He's singing karaoke, guys. Yeah, they had the Brady Bunch was one. They had a lot of different, like, old sitcom sets, and I Love Lucy, and it really piqued my interest more than going before that. But Grizzle Geek says, "Did you hear the rumor that Rogue will be in Captain Marvel? Will be the bad in Captain Marvel 2?" I did not hear that.
I heard that
That
today.
would be awesome. What a great
I heard she
story.
was going to be in it. I didn't hear she was going to be bad though.
Well, that's awesome, because didn't that how she got her powers? Didn't
Yeah.
she steal her powers from Captain Marvel?
Well, at
Or-
one point she did, and yeah.
Before it was the Captain Marvel before Carol Danvers, right?
No, it was Carol Danvers.
Wasn't Carol Danvers?
Yeah.
So that's
So she steals her powers from Captain Marvel and then eventually turns good again.
So
She's a
if you
bad
remember
guy, but then
correctly,
becomes good.
There was a storyline in X-Men where Captain Marvel was like, I remember seeing her like as a zombie or as a skeleton or something, and she like sucks all her powers and kills her, I think. I need to quit being an idiot and look this up.
yeah, because that's how she got her abilities. Because Rogue has the ability to take other mutants' abilities, and that's how she got, like, to be able to fly and all that. Is because she took that from Captain Marvel.
Yeah. So Rogue permanently absorbed. Let's see here.
Which they're
Be
doing
a good
really
way to
cool
get rid of
things.
Brie Larson, huh?
Yeah, that's like Mike from Grizzle Geek just said. Yeah, she's gonna bring Captain Marvel down to size.
Oh, she was so hot when she hosted Jimmy
All right,
Kimmel.
so it says here
She
that
was, dude.
when Mystique debuted at her Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, Destiny advises her to keep Rogue out of the action. Advice which proves more important when several members of the new Brotherhood are arrested and imprisoned. Mystique concocts a plan to free the other members of the Brotherhood by having Rogue absorb Miss Marvel's formidable powers. Rogue attacks Miss Marvel in San Francisco on her front doorstep, and as she is returning home from a grocery store. Due to Miss Marvel's formidable persona,
Damn, she's just trying to get some groceries.
Rogue struggles to absorb her powers is prolonged, and the transfer of Miss Marvel's psyche and powers is permanent. And Rogue then throws her off the Golden Gate Bridge as she battles the Avengers using her new powers.
Dope.
Yeah, so cool.
I'd like to see that panel. Fucking her throwing her off the Golden Gate Bridge.
She better be saying yeet as she chucks her. Yeet.
It says the more Rogue uses her mutant power, the more her mind becomes filled with fragmentary psychic echoes of the people she absorbs. The permanently absorbed Carol Danvers is completely distinct, albeit dormant, personality in her head, and Mastermind subtly exasperates Rogue's psychological distress as a means of revenge against Mystique. So that's why Rogue turns to Professor X and the X-Men for help, and that's how she becomes an X-Man.
I mean, I'm totally if they want
That's
if
cool.
they're gonna bring the X-Men into the Marvel Cinematic Universe one by one, or instead of as a collective, I'm okay with that. That's interesting to me,
Fuck yeah. By 2027, they'll all be here.
right? We don't need to bring them all in collectively, but you could start out
You
slow.
just said it. You just said it.
I'm fine with that.
Well, some of them. I mean, you can.
We can
bring in groups.
we can do 2 or 3 in some of them.
Well, I mean, if you do like so like you could introduce Rogue first, and then you could even introduce Wolverine first, and then kind of gradually
Which one first?
To where you get to the
Which one
sorry.
first?
Okay, you can introduce Rogue and Captain Marvel 2, and then you can introduce Wolverine down the line, and then you can eventually
you
get
want
an
Wolverine
X-Men
to be
movie.
second.
where you have a small group where they make the
Small
X-Men.
girl. Wow, man.
Oh my god!
What the fuck is going on here?
I want to see Magneto before anything, dude. Like I want to see that interaction with him and Scarlet Witch. Like I want her. I want him to like shatter her world and be like, "I'm your father." Not Star Wars moment, but you know what I'm saying.
I don't know how they would do that without establishing him first. Like they would have to establish him first.
No, have a whole movie where he's the bad.
Do they really need to establish him though?
No, I mean to establish that that's her father.
For sure.
Because I mean, how many? You got to think of it as being outside of a comic book fan. How many people really know that that's her father?
For sure.
If all you've seen is just the Marvel movies, how would you know that that's her father? Because you're experiencing that same thing right now with
Google.
Birds of Prey.
But
Do the same.
I don't think there's anybody out there that's only ever seen the
Oh, there are. You don't think there's people out there that have only watched Marvel movies and never actually like read the comic book continuity? Read into it? Yeah, Lance.
Not true. I don't know as much as you guys, but I've read comic books.
I don't think there's enough people to matter. Let me put it that way.
Well, I don't know that the amount of people that went and saw Endgame, I highly doubt that all those people are comic book readers. I would even guess that not even 50% of those people are comic book readers.
Yeah, and they don't need to know, but they know who Magneto is. I would guess that the majority.
Yeah, but they know who he is from the previous X-Men movies.
Right,
Like
that's
the
not
Scarlet Witch reveal would be out of thin air.
They'll know who Magneto is, but I'm saying like putting the connection that's her that Scarlet Witch's father.
Well, you just do it the same way.
We'd have to establish that, but he could just show up.
Saying.
They wouldn't have to do an explanation of who he is, like a movie before. You know, they could.
We don't need a whole
make
movie
him the bad
either.
Make him the bad for one movie, and at the end of the movie, you find out just like they did with Darth Vader.
Yep, I agree.
I think they should do it as like one of the little Marvel mid-credit clips. That's where you get it.
Where they introduce him, or where he announces, where he tells her that he's her father.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be awesome. A mid credit scene.
Dude,
part of what you said.
That's fucking badass, man.
Shut the fuck up,
dude. That is such a good idea you just came up with, man. How did you fucking do that?
All right, fucking listen to me. All right. He comes in and says to Scarlet Witch, "I'm your father," and then behind him out comes Quicksilver, walking behind him.
That would be badass.
In a mid credit scene.
Quicksilver's dead already, though. Like, what they're gonna bring?
But maybe he's not.
Yeah, maybe they can bring him back.
Well, I think
nobody
come back. I think they're gonna.
Nobody ever stays dead. Nobody ever stays dead.
Well, I think they'll use WandaVision to bring him back, because it's definitely like I love it. It definitely shows in that trailer her psyche breaking, because I love like what is in black and white, and then it explodes and she like comes out of it and she's in color, but everything else in Vision are still black and white. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with that show. And the fact that it's only a 6-episode miniseries, that's it. It's only 6 episodes. There's not going to be a second season. They're saying it's only going to be this one.
Second season?
That's what they're saying. It's going to be this one tie-in to lead up to. Apparently, a lot of these Marvel shows are only going to be one season tie-ins. That's it. So
kind of cool though.
Yeah, and like Jed said,
it is cool.
Vision is dead too. Technically, Vision's dead too. So it's a way for them using her, screwing everything up and fracturing the timeline to bring back Black Widow and everyone that died in Endgame. So,
well, not only that, she's creating her children out of thin air.
Well,
you know,
I don't think we need to tell you how children are created, Lance. You got enough of them. You got a small army.
Well,
over there.
if they're her and Vision's kids and he's dead, where do you think they came from?
I'm just saying.
Take 2 to tango, unless you're Scarlet Witch.
unless he saw the future and went to a sperm bank real quick before the events of of Endgame.
Yeah, because that's how
And
androids work.
or he was well, she was out gallivanting around with Captain America, and he was stuck
Scotus
in,
Burnbank.
yeah. Well, he was out gallivanting, or she was out gallivanting with Captain America, and he was stuck in the Avengers compound. He could have been busting out some knuckle kids and keeping them in a specimen cup, and maybe she finds it, a little bit of artificial insemination goes on. You don't know, Bruce Banner.
So the soul stone not only gave him intelligence, it also gave him testicles. I get it.
Yep,
Makes sense.
there you go. Yeah, Waxtrack said just enough to keep you subscribed to Disney Plus. LOL. That's yeah.
The
Dude,
next
I
show's
have
going to just be called Vision Balls.
Vision balls. There they are. There they are.
Oh,
Yeah, so I mean, I'm interested to see, like I said, moving forward, the effects it has and what Wiccan and Speed do, and like you said, Loki and the stuff that was revealed in that, and I'm really excited for Winter Soldier, Falcon also.
I am too. The pieces that they showed from that show make it look pretty good. It was the one I was most nervous about.
Sam Wilson throwing the shield.
It looked cool. I don't know how he got, superhuman ability to throw the shield like that through a tree, but whatever.
Yeah. But we did get,
Bad motherfucker.
speaking of that, once that was released, though, on their yearly earnings call, Disney did announce that we're going to get Falcon Winter Soldier in August, Mandalorian Season 2 in October, and then WandaVision in December. So
They're learning. They're not going to come out with one show and then have nothing for months.
well,
It seems like one's going to end, and the next one's going to start, and that one's going to end, and another one's going to start.
yeah, until December. And well, I mean, WandaVision 6 episodes. That's only going to go 6 weeks, so it's not going to be that long.
Well, it starts
Good.
in August.
No, WandaVision's in December.
That would bring it right up.
So December,
Oh.
it's going to bring you probably right up close to by a few weeks of the release of Doctor Strange. Because I can't remember when Doctor Strange comes out. I want to say May or June of next year, but
Did it say when Loki was going to come out?
Loki has not even started shooting yet. Apparently, Loki, that scene, they went to Tom Hiddleston and just had him dress up in the suit and say that line. That's it. It is not even started.
Really?
They have not started shooting. They have not started production. There's not even a script for that show yet.
Wow.
And Hawkeye's is
On the shelf.
postponed indefinitely right now, right?
Yep. He's sitting on the shelf.
Which I wasn't that excited for that show.
I was just for Kate Bishop.
Well, I like Jeremy Renner. It's just he's by himself. He's kind of bland. And yeah, Kyle's got it.
Yeah, Kyle does have it. I don't know.
But
Interesting stuff though.
Oh yeah, dude, it's riveting.
they should do a show about Rhodey before he becomes War Machine.
I saw
in
that.
the
It's called
military
Iron Man
stuff.
1.
Yeah.
It's just called Iron Man, bro. And then he switched identities. He lost like 50 pounds and changed. It got a little bit darker and changed his voice, and then he became War Machine.
Do you think they're gonna do?
He saw some real crazy real world shit and just completely changed his dynamic and became War Machine.
Do you think they're gonna do like an Ironheart show?
I mean, later on down the
rumor.
line, because they're trying to bring in those Young Avengers and stuff. So I think later on down the line you will. I don't know. I guess it just all depends on. I think it's all going to depend on how well Falcon, Winter Soldier, WandaVision do, and Loki do.
I think they're gonna do. I think they're gonna do really well. I think people are itching for that streaming service to come out with something new.
Probably. But you're stupid, Kyle. Stupid.
Oh,
Let's give a book away.
You want to do it now?
Give a goddamn slab away.
Ooh.
You want to do it right now, huh?
Man.
You don't want to wait a little bit, huh?
It's been an hour.
So
Fuck it. We'll wait then.
I want to get so Lance, we talked about this and in depth last week on Couch Crunchers.
So let's
But
not talk about
Hold
it.
on,
Here
shut up. So, what do you put?
He's
What do
trying
you,
to bring it full circle, you douchebag.
What do you think of? So we talked. Kyle, stop. What do you?
What is he doing?
He's muting me. And he forgets that we have people that listen to this back on Monday. That and it just makes our audio quality think it sucks because he keeps muting me like a dick. But Emily Blunt came out last week. Emily Blunt admitted she had admitted that she had talks with Marvel, and so.
Oh, you kicked him off.
Yeah, but I can put myself back.
Yeah. I know he can put himself back. But she admitted having talks with Marvel, and now John Krasinski's campaigning to play Reed Richards again. So what do you think?
Well, the bits and pieces that I heard when you were speaking, it sounded like John Krasinski's campaigning to play Mr.
Yes,
Fantastic.
he says he wants to play Mr. Fantastic now.
I think it's awesome, dude. Well, we talked, for like, it felt like 30 minutes or something just on that subject about how awesome it would be to have John Krasinski and Emily Blunt as Mr. Fantastic and the Invisible Woman. They have chemistry. We saw it in The Quiet Place. They're
Hope
married.
so. They're married.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you can be in a relationship and that chemistry doesn't translate on screen. J-Lo and Ben Affleck, for instance.
Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman.
Kyle, your mom wants a book. Sorry, she's on Facebook right now, Kyle.
We have to wait.
Yep.
So we know that their
Yeah,
chemistry
we
translates. We know that their chemistry translates on screen. We've seen it. We know that John Krasinski wants to be in the Marvel universe. What the fuck is going? Oh man, I had something to say, and I like.
Yeah,
it
see,
just-
Kyle, you
gone.
ruined it.
If you want to hear what the fuck, whatever they're talking about, go listen to Couch Crunchers.
You ruined it, and now we got a thumbs down because of your stupid antics.
I don't think
Your stupid antics have now.
Oh,
got us
someone
a
did
thumbs
give
up.
us a thumbs down.
Yeah,
I guarantee it wasn't because of that.
it's because Kyle's stupid antics.
No,
Well, guess
sir.
what? I'm not Absolute Geek, so I can vote thumbs up. So I just even the scales again.
There you go.
So fuck that guy.
All right, go ahead and give your fucking book away, Kyle, because you're
No, I don't want
impatient.
to anymore.
No, you're gonna do it. You're
I don't want
impatient.
to.
You're impatient.
Nope, I don't want to
I'm
anymore.
gonna hit this random number generator. You ready?
Nope.
I have all 200 names in here. Let's do it.
Well, you got to show a screenshot of it, man.
I will.
I'm over it.
There's the screen share.
So, what do you think about Fantastic Four, Lance?
Yeah, Lance.
Hey, you didn't put my name in there, right?
Yeah, but if we pick it, you're not gonna win. Just like Kyle
Okay,
can't
so-
win.
So run it again if my name
Yes.
pops up. So I'll
Yeah.
feel like a piece of shit. I was gonna give it to Kyle, dude. If his name came up, I was gonna give it to him. He would.
That's what I'd say about that.
I think that the Krasinski thing is a little weird just because he's campaigning for it. That just seems weird to me every time that happens. And
He didn't so much say I want the role. He's saying a lot of people want me to be in this role.
He came out.
So everybody.
He came out
No, but his
yesterday
exact
and said,
words
"I
were-
want the role." Yes, he said, "I want the role. That's who I want to play. If I was cast in a Marvel movie, that's the role I want." He
So he
straight
says-
said it.
He says, "You're like, do you have any interest in not shattering people's dreams?" Like that was the line that I took out of his quote.
No, he
you have any-
says, "I want to play this role." He said, "I would love to play this role."
Bring it up.
Yeah.
We need a fact check.
I'm reading the article that he shared on the thing. It does say that, but I'm just saying, like the part he said before it, I think sets it up to where he's not so much of a douchebag. That's all I'm trying to say. If you take that one little thing, I want to play that person, he kind of sounds like a douchebag, but you add the thing before it, and it lessens the douchebaggery a little bit.
That screams enthusiasm to me.
Who won the fucking book?
Nobody.
We haven't done it yet.
Well, you had it on the screen.
Do you think that Emily Blunt's going to be a good Sue Storm?
I do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll wait and see.
Michael Stout says fan casting can go both ways. Sometimes you got to be careful what you wish for. That is true. That is very true.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I don't see. I think she looks the part. I think she'd be able to do it.
I just wonder, how old are they?
Mid-30s?
Old enough.
Early 40s? Late 50s?
You don't think that
Late 50s?
Careful, man. Pretty soon they're going to be as old as Betty White.
Right? Late 50s.
No, I just wonder, would they be wanting to attach themselves to somebody that may not want to stay in the role that long due to age?
I mean, why not?
That's a good question.
I don't know. I'm just wondering.
No, that's a great question to talk about, because we forget that a lot of these characters are going to be stuck in a role for a long time.
Chris Evans was Captain America for what, 12 years?
Yeah, think about Tony Stark. Yeah, think about what's his name, Robert Downey Jr.
So John Krasinski's 40 now. If the movie doesn't get made for 3 or 4 years, he'd be 44 years old, which means by the end of it, he could be close to like 56.
Well, it depends on how many movies they have him do, though, too.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, do you think that plays into Marvel's game plan a little bit? Is kind of...
Yes, for sure.
I mean, if they sign him to a 3-picture deal, you know, and they make a movie every 2 years, I mean... I don't see why it would be.
What if he's a huge hit? What if he's a huge hit and fans want more of him and stays around longer? Do you think that he's going to get tired of being in a franchise? Chris Evans got tired.
Yeah, but let's look at the Marvel. Look at the history. Thor is going to be the first one that's got 4 movies, right? Captain America got 3. Iron Man got 3. Thor's getting 4. So Spider-Man's about to hit 3. So right now you're hitting about, you know, their stride is usually about 3 movies, you know, 3 standalone movies. That's not including crossovers and all that.
Oh yeah, if you count that, Captain America's been in what, 6, 7?
Yeah, but I'm talking like standalone titles for them.
Yeah.
So I don't think the age thing. I mean, 3 pictures, the age thing, I don't think is going to be that big a deal for them.
Well, in Thor's new movie, doesn't even really seem like it's going to be his movie. Sounds like it's going to be Natalie Portman's movie.
Well, he's going to be in it,
right?
But still, like,
oh yeah. But it sounds like it's going to be mostly centered around her.
That sounds so terrible now. And I don't want to see Natalie Portman Thor movie. That sounds so bad.
You don't want to see the
well when they announced the.
She's too old.
When they announced it, yeah.
She still looks like she's like 14 though.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. We're gonna hear about how Natalie Portman's beat too, right?
Burnt, not beat.
There we go. She's burnt.
How old was RDJ when he did Iron Man? So that was 2008. When was that? Iron Man 2000.
I think 2000. It's 2008 or 2000. Yeah, I think 2008 is about right. But
2008, yeah.
Or is it because now that Christian Bale they're pretty much narrowing down he's not playing Ray Bill, and that he's going to be the villain. Is that what really turned you off to it?
No, if they do God Butcher, I'm all about it.
Apparently, he's not going to be God Butcher either.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's going to be an alien.
Yeah, he's going to be an alien.
So Robert Downey Jr. was
Isn't
about
God Butcher an
40,
alien?
42 when he started.
He's gonna be like a green alien.
Isn't God Butcher like a green alien?
No, God Butcher is gray.
Yeah, but when he's before he becomes a God Butcher, he looks different.
I don't know.
Remember-
Right now they're just saying he's supposed to be playing some otherworldly alien.
Yeah,
Intergalactic villain is what I see.
that's got to be God Butcher.
Underdog says she's an annoying little fidget. From Natalie Portman.
She is a fidget. I can see that. I get that. I don't even know what that means, but I get it.
I like that movie that she did, the Alien movie. What's it called? What's the Alien movie called that she just did? That
Oh,
like,
yeah.
years ago?
Yeah, The Expanse.
No, that's not it. That's a TV show on Amazon. It
what
was
like-
Jeremy Renner, wasn't it too? Right? Was it? Or am I getting that one in Amy Adams' movie?
Yeah, you're
mixed up?
getting that one mixed up. The one with what's her name? She goes into that weird forest and
Yeah.
yeah,
And there's those like screaming dog things. That movie's badass, dude.
Yeah.
And Oscar Isaac's in it, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You
That's
seen that one, Matt? You
I've not
making
seen
it?
that one.
No, that's not it. What's it called?
I have not seen that one.
It's bad. It's a badass movie, dude. I liked it a lot. Oh, dude, it's on my my Voodoo account.
Voodoo. All right, you want to give away a book now, Kyle?
That doesn't matter.
All right, let's give away your book now, Kyle.
Annihilation.
All right, how do you want to do it, Kyle?
It doesn't matter.
You want to pick a random number and then generate it that many times?
No.
Yeah, use the dice. Is the dice there?
Well, this is just pick a random name.
So
Yeah,
someone's name's just gonna pop up on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you gotta do it so many times, right? Pick a random number. Is it on there? Here, I'll roll a dice or something. Let's see here.
Well, no, he has the names listed. It's not gonna show you numbers.
Yeah, but we want to randomize the names a few times.
Yeah.
Are they like in order or something?
They're in order of when people subscribed, yes.
Yeah, but just to make it fair, we're shuffling all the names before we pick a number. Gives everybody a fairer chance.
All right, here's the dice roller. You ready? I'm gonna roll the dice. The number is 10. So do it 10
So you're gonna
times.
spin it 10 times, and the
And
10th
who's ever
person
at the top. Yeah. Who's ever at the top is the winner. So do it 10 times.
That's 1, 2.
This is riveting radio, guys.
Yeah, it is 3. 10 times is a little ridiculous.
4, 5,
We've been waiting to get this book away for a while. That is a big deal, man. It's a big book.
All right, here comes number 10.
Kyle, what's the book? Tell us the book. Get Fat and Drunk Happy 3LB.
There you
Kyle
go.
won his own book.
There's your winner.
So Greg, Fat Drunk.
Greg, Fat, Drunk, and Happy 3LB is the winner.
So how is
So
it?
message me and I'll ship it out.
So what's 3 pounds? Like Fat, Drunk, and Happy 3 pound. Like, is he 3 pounds?
3LB
is he
might
referring
be
to it-
he's like 300 pounds.
Is he referring to his male appendage? What is he referring to? 3 pounds.
Might be 300 pounds. You never know. 3LB, man. Maybe he's only 3 pounds. Maybe he's actually a child. A small child.
Dude, I've never met any small child that's only 3 pounds, dude.
His mother is still
Not even-
holding him in
Not even
her hand.
babies.
Her mother is holding him in his hand as she creates a YouTube page just to win a book for him. Baby's first 9.8 CGC graded book.
Hey, if Greg 3 pound Greg is listening, comment on the chat.
3 pound Greg. Yeah, there you go. Greg, Fat, Drunk, and Happy 3LB. Congratulations. Thanks for subscribing. Hey, contact Kyle. Where can he contact you at, Kyle?
Wherever you find me.
So now he has to hunt you down to get his book.
8675309.
Yeah. He's got to hunt Kyle down to get his book.
It's not hard.
8675309.
There you go.
If a woman named Jenny picks up and doesn't know Kyle, she's lying. Just keep calling.
You can contact Kyle, or you can send an email to absolutegeekpodcast@gmail.com, and we will pass that along to Kyle. So that way you guys can correspond to get your book. But congratulations, man. Thanks to
I don't
everyone who
want to
subscribed.
correspond. I just want your address.
There you go.
Yay for 3-pound Greg.
Yay for 3-pound Greg. We're talking about what we're gonna do for our next one. So we'll let you guys know what we're gonna do for our next.
Digital download when we hit 500 subscribers.
I think you guys need to give away Cockosaurus.
I'm leaning towards a $100
Kyle
Amazon
just gave me
gift
the
card.
dirtiest look.
I'm leaning towards maybe a $100 Amazon gift card when we hit 400. Yeah, who knows?
I don't know if
Talk
Amazon's going to draw them in, dude. Your crowd, it should be like a $100 Pornhub gift card.
Yeah, I know, right? A year's Pornhub subscription for 400 subscribers.
Well, now compared to what Camille Nanjiani got, you might have to give him like a 10-year, dude, just to put them out on par. 10-year Pornhub gift card.
That's funny. Yeah, Pornhub. It's fucking nuts.
I love this show, dude, because I don't have to like censor myself.
You don't have to censor yourself on your own fucking stupid show.
Yeah, right.
Kyle's just mad because I didn't know he wanted to come on, and I fucked up. But I
I'm
love
not
you,
mad.
bro.
I'm not mad.
We're twinsies, bro.
Go see Birds of Prey and then you can go on their show tomorrow, Kyle.
Fuck that garbage trash movie.
Out?
Yes, it came out today. Oh, yesterday.
shit-
I'm bummed, dude. I'm bummed that I
it's
know it's gonna suck and I have to go see it anyways.
it's
But
a pile of shit.
Really?
is she
Yes.
is she at least good in it? Is
No.
she good?
Honestly, no. I mean, she
No,
is, but
there no redeeming qualities whatsoever?
dude, I don't want to talk about it too much, but I mean,
Because we're talking about it
Why
tomorrow.
don't you save it for couch crunchers?
well,
Don't-
this is
Don't
my
do
show,
anything
right?
on your own.
Right.
amateur.
I know, Kyle. I know. But I don't want. He's going to see the movie tomorrow too, and I don't want to ruin it. It's got. Listen, right now, it's got a fresh rating.
Sure.
It's got like an 86% fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Get your ass back in here. It's got like an 86% fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know how. When I look at the fan ratings and the fan reviews, to me it screams that Warner Brothers is buying reviews or they're posting fake reviews.
I don't know if that's it, dude, because I've seen I think it has something to do with the female thing. Because every woman that I've met that have seen it, they all love it.
Here's the thing. If you're not a comic book fan, okay, if you're not a comic book fan and you know nothing of this other than Suicide Squad, you'll love this movie. If you love Suicide Squad, you'll love this movie. If you're a comic book fan and you know your knowledge and you're at least a little bit knowledgeable about these characters, you're not going to like this movie at all.
Really? Do they?
So
do they,
Max
do they go
Max really likes Suicide.
storyline?
What, Brian?
Do they go against the comic storyline?
So this is not a Birds of Prey comic storyline. How? Okay, let's put it this way. We've got a group of comic knowledgeable people here. How would you describe Black Mask as a villain?
Like a mafia guy.
Yeah, he's kind of like a ruthless gangster, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Ewan McGregor does a fantastic job with what he's got, but in this movie, Black Mask plays a flamboyant, insecure club owner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who, you know,
Well, they probably couldn't make him. They probably couldn't make him that mobster thing because they tried that in the last Suicide Squad movie
Harley
with
has.
Joker.
I mean, Harley has her one hyena. She's got one hyena. So the Harley you're getting, the design of it is Amanda Connor's Harley Quinn. I mean, they show her doing the roller derby. She's got the roller skates. You know, she's Amanda Connor's Harley Quinn. What this movie suffers from is the fact that Warner Brothers still does not get the dynamic, the Joker Harley Quinn relationship dynamic. They're not star-crossed lovers. They've never had a loving relationship. She is a tool to him. Joker uses her. She is a tool to him. She is a tool in his toolbox. So it's not like they had this big loving relationship. And they play on that throughout this whole movie, that like her and Joker breaking up is this big deal. And Harley Quinn is a very strong female character. And they've been clamoring for a long time. We want a strong female lead comic book movie. We want strong female characters. You have one, and you wasted it. They make Harley Quinn so codependent on male characters in this movie. It's ridiculous. Like, she can't function. They basically make her like she's got dumb luck. They make her look like an idiot.
So what do they say about Joker in this?
Really nothing. What you saw in the trailer is pretty much the beginning of the movie. She talks about breaking up with the Joker, and you see a little bit of her past. They do touch on her supposed her being queer, where she goes both ways. She likes men and women. They talk about her dating a woman in the past in this, and they kind of give her a new backstory too. What's Harley Quinn's original origin story?
Well, she's the Joker's therapist.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he kind of gets into her mind and makes her go crazy.
So is there ever a time in the comics where they talk about her being adopted and passed around from foster home to foster home?
No.
Before she decides to go on her own and put herself through college.
Not that I can remember.
That's her new origin story. Spoiler alert.
I always I think what makes her a more intriguing character is that before she met Joker, she was like really put together and like
Yes.
she had her shit all in a straight line, and then meets the Joker and he completely like just fucks up her whole life.
Yes.
I don't like the fact that she comes from a troubled past. That doesn't make any sense, because then her transition into who she is now is kind of expected. Like, she's always teetering on that mental break.
Tim, our listener Tim, put this the best way. This movie is like the writer sat down, watched Deadpool 2, and said, let's remake this with the female character, with the female leads.
That's so shitty.
Because she breaks the fourth wall throughout the entire movie. So she narrates the entire movie, and it starts, and then when they introduce a new character.
Who said that was only for the commercials? I'm gonna have to go back and watch the show.
I don't remember, but
I talked shit about that.
Yeah, you did
for the commercials.
But so she does that, and whenever they introduce a new character, they go back. She's like, "Well, let me start from the beginning," and so you're seeing Harley Quinn at different points in this movie. And like, there's one point where she's the most Harley Quinn is when you see her like dancing on the stripper pole in the commercial. That she does some stuff in that scene where she's the most Harley Quinn, and after that, it's like she's a damsel in distress.
So the only reason I'm going to see this movie is to see Margot Robbie on a stripper pole.
But it's not even like it's exciting because she's fully clothed. Like, I think honestly, after seeing Birds of Prey, it really solidifies the fact that, me personally, I think, and I'll be interested to see what you say tomorrow after you see the movie, it's time for them to dump this universe and restart, refocus. If they want to keep her playing Harley Quinn, that's fine, but they need to refocus this movie and really understand these characters.
I think what they're doing is, instead of keeping it, because everybody bitched when they were dark and gritty, and then so now they're making it lighthearted, and they're making it more, I would say, Marvel-ish. It's a little more.
Dude, I've said for a long time, Shazam is DC's attempt to make a Marvel movie.
And I think they found the success of that, so they're trying it again. You can see DC going in a new direction. And you know what everybody's going to do now? They're going to bitch.
Yeah.
I just think we don't want another Marvel. We have Marvel. We don't need another Marvel. We want to see movies that are true to these characters. The Marvel thing works because it's kind of in line with what we've read. You know, Spider-Man, his demeanor and the way he acts on screen is what I remember as a kid reading Spider-Man comics. This, you know, he's a little bit more timid in the movies, but for the most part, it's pretty similar. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. So the only scenes of Joker you see of him in this movie are flashback scenes and reused scenes from Suicide Squad. There's no fresh.
Well,
no
yeah,
Joker
he's not
stuff.
going to come back.
No,
He won't come back. They pissed him off with the Joaquin Phoenix thing.
and like so the whole thing is like the whole story is like she's protected.
I text him today.
She's protected from the other crime bosses because she's Joker's girlfriend. And the way she announces that she broke up with him is by blowing up Ace Chemical, which you see in the trailer. And then that sets off Jared Leto?
I text him today.
And so that sets off like Black Mask coming after her, and you see some other like goons coming after her and stuff like that. So Huntress has a very comic book accurate backstory in it. You see her a little bit. Cassandra Cain, they changed hers completely. She's a little pickpocket. She's not. She's a little pickpocket in the movie. She's not like she is in the comic books.
Is she a badass in the movie?
Not really. No, she really doesn't do anything.
Which one is this?
Cassandra Cain. Her whole thing is that so Huntress's family's Tim McGraw. Huntress's family's fortune is hidden when they wipe out her family, and she's the only one left alive. It's hidden, and the codes to find it are written on a diamond. So Cassandra Cain swipes the diamond from Victor Zsasz, and she swallows it. So the only reason she's in this movie is because the diamond is in her fucking stomach. That's it. And Harley Quinn makes a deal to hand her over to Victor Zsasz and Black Mask in order to get the heat off of her, since she no longer has the Joker's protection. And that's what brings all these characters together is Black Canary's trying to save her, and Huntress is kind of just there. And Montoya's kind of just there too. And they form this group because they're being surrounded by Black Mask's thugs at the end of the movie. There's no plot to this movie. They don't give you a reason to care about these characters. I think her portrayal of Harley Quinn was so much better in Suicide Squad than it was in this movie too. So
it just goes back to
having Harley. Go ahead, Brian.
It just goes back to the saying that script is key. It's got to be written good.
Who wrote this?
Which is a shame because
I don't even know who this is.
Cassandra Cain is a fantastic character, and she's even as Orphan, she's like one of the fan favorite characters in the Bat family.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just a pickpocket. It doesn't go back to her father being an assassin and all that. She's just a random lowly pickpocket that stole a gem from the wrong person and decided to swallow it.
That sucks.
So they do and your whole thing about the Marvel movie is 100% dead on because they give you a moment, a Marvel shawarma scene moment at the end of the movie. So you get one of those too. And it's just like, this isn't Harley Quinn. Like you expect Harley Quinn to be able to stand on her own 2 feet, and she doesn't. She's like a victim or like a damsel in distress the entire movie, and expects everyone else to try to get her out of her flubs.
Yeah,
it's such a shame too, dude, because Mary Elizabeth Winstead is in this movie, and I like her a lot. Scott Pilgrim is like one of my favorite movies. This woman can't catch a break, dude.
No, she can't. And she doesn't do a bad job as Huntress. The final
in every movie I see her in, she doesn't do a bad job. It's everybody else's fault that this movie's flop.
If you've been paying attention to Twitter or social media at all, the final fight scene was leaked like a week ago, and it's so poorly choreographed. There's a part where you can tell Mary Elizabeth Winstead is on has a wire team on her when she's doing stunts. They go to this fun house and she's jumping between these things, and like her feet doesn't even touch them. You can see like she's not making a move to where she looks like she's swinging across. Like it's bad. The choreography is bad. Harley Quinn is in heels, and then all of a sudden next scene she's in roller skates, and they make light of it because they're like, oh, when did she have time to put skates on? They covered up a plot hole by doing it like it's like, oh well, we forgot to connect this, so we're just gonna take care of it through dialogue.
They try to give her the unreliable narrator.
Yeah.
Trope.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. And like I said, I think a lot of these people that are giving this movie such great reviews are people who love, like I said, love Suicide Squad the movie, or they don't know much about these characters outside of the film universe that's built.
Well, so Max liked Suicide Squad. Max has really liked everything DC's come out with. And
So you're
did
saying
you
his
see that
point,
text?
His point is invalid.
No, he doesn't like this movie. He doesn't like this movie.
He didn't like it?
No, let me see. Birds of Prey. This is the exact quote from Max. Birds of Prey was aggressively mediocre.
Yes, I agree.
And Sam said, I really tried to be excited by it. Best part was Ewan. I'm not going to spoil it. I shouldn't spoil it. Something happens to Ewan McGregor.
Oh, at the end? Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You
And he
should.
said it-
I
Fucking
should. I
movie.
saw the movie, yeah. But
but it's incredibly disappointing, dude, because Warner Brothers just doesn't know. They can't get out of their own way. They need to hire filmmakers that have a vision and let them, kind of go about their vision. I think that's Shazam. You didn't like Shazam so much,
no,
but I don't have any connection to that character. I don't know any of his backstory. I knew bits and pieces, and I'm a big fan of Zachary Levi, so that's why I liked it as well. But I thought Shazam was the first time that they actually got out of the filmmaker's way and allowed him to make the movie that he wanted.
I'm tempted.
And
to
I think
spoil it.
I think it's the best movie of all of them.
Michael Stout says spoil it, and I'm tempted to, just because
Do
this
it.
movie is complete bullshit.
Spoil it.
So at the end of the movie, I'm gonna do it. I don't care. Ewan McGregor captures Cassandra Cain, and he's running through this pier, and it's like this foggy pier, and
I'm still here. I'm still listening.
Harley Quinn chases him, and that's when you get she goes, everyone's afraid of the Joker, but they should be afraid of me because I'm fucking Harley Quinn. And she goes to shoot him. She's got one bullet in her gun. Goes to shoot him, misses. And he goes, "You missed me. You're a complete idiot." And I was like, "Yep, she is. That's exactly it." And Cassandra Cain goes, "Hey Harley, remember that ring you gave me?" And she had a grenade, so she pulled the pin on the grenade. And you see the grenade pin on her middle finger, and like she runs away, and they knock him over he like explodes into a million pieces because of the grenade. That's how Black Mask is dealt with.
Stupid.
Yeah, she's got like they have $1 million character in Harley Quinn. You have $1 million property you're working with, a property you could sell movies based off of, but they can't get her right because they're so focused on this Joker Harley Quinn relationship that they have completely wrong. They're not star-crossed lovers. They don't have a loving relationship. She's nothing more than a means to an end or a tool to the Joker. That's it. That's it.
It's a shame. It's
So,
a shame.
It's just, I don't know.
I thought you were gonna say she misses and like hits a propane tank behind him and
No.
it starts leaking and
Nope.
like they
That
do
would've been
in
cooler.
every fucking movie.
That would have made more
Yeah,
sense.
but they've done it a million times.
Yeah, that
I
would
don't
make
know.
more sense. And this movie's laughable. Like when she drives into Ace Chemical, like you see like fireworks going off in the background. Like there's like someone like wrote a little bottle rocket and it's shooting out into the air and like spinning around and then explodes in it with like fireworks and stuff.
So a lot of this is based on a lot of why this is bad is the writing and the directing.
Yes.
So let me ask you this: they
Well, I don't
they
think the directing
strive
is
to
bad.
hire.
I don't think the directing is bad. It's the writing. 100%. I'm going to say it's the writing because I think the writing and editing are what make this movie terrible.
So they strive to find a female writer and female director for this movie, and it's nothing against female writers or directors because there's some outstanding ones. Penny Marshall comes to mind. But do you think that them putting so much effort into finding a female writer or director instead of just finding the best writer or director for this movie, do you think that is going to begin to negatively impact these movies?
I think what negatively impacts these movies is that they clearly don't understand these characters, and it shows in this film. It shows a lot, in my opinion. They don't understand what they have. They don't understand relationships. They don't understand, first of all, they don't understand the Birds of Prey was originally started with Batgirl. Why wasn't Batgirl in this? Why are you going to throw Harley Quinn in the Batgirl role? You know, and that's where that
because they
goes
wanted
down.
another Harley Quinn movie. They wanted another Harley Quinn movie, and
then give her
you
her
know,
own
this
movie.
was
I was telling my buddy Brent last night when we left the movie, like when I like going to movies with him because he's very animated when he's watching movies. He's having a good time. He's throwing his hands up in the air. He's cheering. He's very animated in the theater. He sat there and just stared, and like he would turn on his side and just sit there. He was like. He one time nudged me and goes, "Are you enjoying this movie?" And I was like, "No, not at all." He was like, "Good, because this is a pile of horse shit." And I was like, "Yep." And it's not fun. It's not a fun movie for me. I mean, if you liked Suicide Squad, you'll love this movie. I hated Suicide Squad.
I didn't like Suicide Squad, but I didn't hate Suicide Squad. I didn't like it because of Jared Leto mainly, and I thought Will Smith kind of phoned it in a little bit.
But kind of back to well, I'm sorry. Go ahead, finish what you were going to say.
But I don't know. The DC universe in general, it's lost for me, dude. Unless Warner Brothers can get out of the way. I mean, look what Todd Phillips did. Look what the guy that did Shazam did. Look what Christopher Nolan did with those Batman movies. Got completely out of the way, and those movies were hits, whether you liked Shazam or not, but it still did well enough to merit a sequel.
I mean, look, I don't care for the Shazam movie. I have my issues with it. I've watched it probably 10 times. It's not a terrible movie. It's nowhere near as bad as Suicide Squad. It's not a terrible movie, but to me, it's just kind of like a whatever movie. It didn't. I don't know. It just didn't.
Well, did you have an interest in Shazam before the movie? Like, was he a character that you followed before?
Not typically, no, because he falls under that Superman-esque character that I don't really care for. I mean, I have the same issue. Like, that's why I don't really care for the Hulk or Superman. I don't like these invincible, like, damn near unbeatable characters.
Oh, I agree. My favorite characters are the ones that have serious flaws.
Yeah, well, that's why Spider-Man is one of my all-time favorites, is because of how he's like the everyday man. My favorite X-Men is Nightcrawler. He teleports and he uses sword fighting and stuff like that. That's it. You know,
my favorite outside of Spider-Man, my favorite Marvel character is Ghost Rider.
Even Ghost Rider. There you see, it's just I don't like these superly overpowered characters. It just
unless it's Wolverine.
Well, even then with Wolverine, like I give it a little bit to Wolverine because he's not like he's not damn near unbeatable. He's unkillable for the most part, but you know, he still gets his ass kicked.
Pretty unbeatable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He has his moments, but if I was to take all my favorite characters, he would be at the top as far as invincibility.
Yeah.
You know,
but so going back to your original question, I don't think that them searching out the female female writer and director is the problem. I think the problem is the clear lack of knowledge and I think effort that went into this. I'll be interested to hear what you say tomorrow on Couch Crunchers, because I literally sat there and was like, this is Deadpool 2. Everything in here is Deadpool 2. Like the scene,
Deadpool 2 wasn't bad. Like,
no,
Deadpool
it wasn't.
2 wasn't as good as Deadpool 1.
But the problem
was
with
it more
that,
so that you've seen it all before is why you didn't like it?
No, I didn't like it because, like I said, they don't understand the character. I'm a Harley Quinn fan. I love Harley Quinn. Give me more Harley Quinn, but not like this. I just want them to do it right. I would want to see a Harley. I want to see, maybe not as like character study as Joker was, but I'd like to see a Harley Quinn movie like that, done like that, where you see it, her
really dark,
do a little bit of her, really dark, a little bit of her time as a therapist, see some of her therapy sessions with the Joker, and see what drives her into madness, and then see the aftermath of that a little bit. You know
what would have been badass at the end of that Joker
No, I don't,
movie?
but I'm sure you're going to tell me.
at the end of that Joker movie when he's sitting in that psychiatric hospital, and Harley Quinn is the one that
That would have been awesome. That would have been a fantastic way to end that movie. Yes. But like Michael said, Magneto fucks him. That's right. Magneto rips his adamantium skeleton right out of him. So
no, I know that, but
Hulk rips his arms off at one point. Like, yeah, he gets fucked up, but he still keeps coming. Like,
yeah, but Superman's been killed before.
Yeah,
as what? Like they've all been killed before. So you're gonna find instances for all these characters where they had a moment where they were killed. I mean, Thanos beat the shit out of Hulk in that movie.
Yeah.
You know, to the point where Hulk didn't even want to come out. So you're gonna find instances like that. I'm just saying Wolverine, out of the characters that I love, he's the most indestructible.
Yeah. But that was my issue with Birds. Like the character background, there's no plot in this movie. Like their plot is very weak. And these characters, they give you no reason to want to root for these characters whatsoever. There's like no character development between the new people they bring in. And like all their development is done through the narration of Harley Quinn. So like there's this movie. If you're a comic book fan going into this movie, it lacks an offering to you. If you liked Suicide Squad, you'll like this movie. But if you're a comic book fan going because you're like, oh man, Birds of Prey, you're gonna walk out disappointed.
I gotta tell you though, I was never that amped about this movie, anyways.
I wasn't at the first
In
trailer.
fact, I'm not amped about the new Wonder Woman movie coming out either.
I wasn't at the first trailer, and then the second trailer came out, and I was like, all right, you got me. This looks interesting. Let's go. Let's see what happens. And then it just, no. And then you see the movie, and you're like, nope, I wish I wouldn't have seen this. Because, I mean, like I said, there's so many tropes to Deadpool 2. Deadpool 2, when he puts the cocaine under the mask and slaps his face. You know, there's a cocaine scene in this movie where Harley's getting shot at and the bullets are busting open this thing of cocaine, and she sniffs it in and like goes adrenaline mode to go attack the people that are coming at her. And that there's a scene there where when I say the choreography is so bad, there's a scene there where the guy is like literally at her chest with a shotgun, and he could have shot her, and he does nothing, and she takes him out. She lays waste to a Gotham PD with a beanbag launcher, and you're in a police station full of cops with guns, but not a single one of them went for their gun. And they gave her time. She has time to reload this beanbag launcher and shoot more people.
Oh,
and
man.
Not a single cop in this precinct with guns is drawing their gun to shoot her.
I'm about this close to canceling my ticket tomorrow.
Like it's not. Well, go see it. Go see it and tell me if you have a difference of opinion. But I'm telling you right now, man, it is not a good movie in my opinion.
Well, like I said, the only people that I've heard say good things about this movie are women, and I just don't think it's going to speak to me.
That's sexist.
I'm not trying to be, but Captain Marvel was the same way. Like
Lance Pepperoni's opinions are those of his own and do not in any way reflect the opinions of the Absolute Geek Podcast.
I don't know. I think that they could do a movie that speaks to women's empowerment and also make it a good movie. Like Wonder Woman, I thought was great. The original one. I really liked Wonder Woman. Yeah, I really liked Wonder Woman. And Wonder Woman was an empowering female-led movie. And Captain Marvel and it sounds like Birds of Prey are just pandering. It just feels like pandering.
But that's enough. Well, I'm sure we'll talk in depth tomorrow on your guys' show, but that's just kind of my little rant about it firsthand for our audience is that Birds of Prey, I mean, go if you want to see it, go see it. I no way want you to take what I say about the movie as a means to be like, don't see it. Go see it. Form your own opinion. But as someone who knows the characters, it's not. I sat there and I rolled my eyes and I was like, where are you getting this from? What is this crap? Like, this isn't right at all. But
let me ask you a question. The cartoon that's on DC Universe, is that any good?
It's fantastic. The cartoon is the perfect representation of what a Harley Quinn movie should be.
So why can they get the cartoons right, but they can't get these movies right?
Beats me. I think
Well-
it's who they're hiring to write them, and how much involvement do the big people at DC, the DC brass, have in these movies?
But do they know that, like, don't these people at Warner Brothers know when they're reading a script that it's a bad script? That just doesn't make sense to me.
You would hope so. You would think so.
Well, the Harley Quinn and Batman animated movie with Swamp Thing that was in it. Was it Swamp Thing that was in it?
The one where she bones Dick Grayson?
Yeah. That movie was god awful.
Yes, it is. It's
Like-
terrible.
Like one of the worst animated DC movies I've ever
It's
seen. And I
terrible.
saw Killing Joke, and Killing Joke pissed me off. Like, it's terrible. So I don't know. Maybe they just get 1 out of every 5 right.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
but
know,
it's-
man.
I don't understand. Like, they did so well with Joker, and I know a lot of people, Kyle particularly, didn't care for Joker. I know there's a lot of people that listen to us that didn't care for Joker, but I think they did a lot right with Joker, and they showed that they can make a good comic book movie. But then you get back to these movies, and I don't know. I think they figured Harley Quinn in your title role is going to be a home run, and it just goes to show if you don't have
That's
good
really-
writing, you're not going to have a good movie.
They should have. I mean, you have issues in that logic if you just look at Iron Man 2 or Iron Man 3, right? You have, or Age of Ultron, you have these characters in it that usually, like, yes, they bring the crowds, but those aren't good movies in the Marvel grand, canvas
Scheme
that
of
it's
things,
created.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Chad, to answer your question, I love like I said, I love the Harley Quinn animated series. It's fantastic. I'm not up to it. I've seen about 4 episodes of it, but the way they portray Harley in that is great. I wish the movies could do more of that, but they're not.
It's Kaylee Kuko, right?
Yeah.
Is it Kaylee Kuko that does
Mhm.
the voice for her? Oh, I love her, dude. She's
So
one of the hottest women on planet Earth.
I didn't care for it at first because I didn't like Alan Tudyk playing the Joker, but I kind of got over it. But I mean, it's a fun movie to watch or show to watch, but you just don't get that Harley in these movies. It's not the same. But so now that I've beat Birds of Prey to death, let's move on.
Yeah, what are we going to talk about tomorrow night?
Yeah, let's move on to. Let's talk about what are your thoughts on the potential of Sam Raimi taking over Doctor Strange?
I fucking love it, dude.
You
Like,
think he's
when
gonna be
I
able to pull it
saw-
off?
Well, they told so what I've heard about this movie, it's going to have this horror element, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sam Raimi, even though it's campy horror, like Evil Dead is kind of campy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Sam Raimi, when it comes to horror, is one of my all-time favorite directors and screenwriters and stuff when it comes to that genre. And Spider-Man 2 is still one of my favorite comic book movies of all time. Like, I think Sam Raimi is connected to the characters, these characters specifically with the Marvel Universe.
Mm-hmm.
I think that he has a nose for horror. When he's directing it, when he's producing something, no, I'm not up for that. Because I think he did The Grudge, if I'm not mistaken. Did he produce the new Grudge that came out?
I can't remember. I
think he produced it. I think he produced the new Grudge, and that is the worst movie I've seen in a long time. Really bad. That movie's even worse than The Turning, which is almost the next worst movie I've seen in a long time. But
he's a producer on it. Yeah.
Yeah, he can't pick a good movie to produce worth shit. That's not his strength. But directing, I think he can knock this out of the park. I really do. And I think that by having Sam Raimi might make the Spider-Verse movie actually happen. I think he could convince Tobey Maguire to get back in the suit.
I don't think that Spider-Verse movie's ever happening. Tobey Maguire is too damn old. You're not going to get him back in a spandex suit. He's
Put
got a
him-
dad bod now. It's not gonna happen.
But dude, that's what made the cartoon so good was Jake Johnson's
Yeah.
dad bod old Spider-Man.
I know, but I don't think you're gonna get. I don't think it's gonna happen. You're not gonna see.
I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. There's so many reports saying that it could happen that it's hard to deny there's not at least been discussions.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see it. But that doesn't mean it won't happen. But that's a lot to try and to bring in just for Sam Raimi directing a movie, because he's gonna direct Doctor Strange 2 to
No.
say, like, to pinpoint those.
I don't think that's the reason they'll bring him in. I don't think that's the reason they're bringing him in. I think the reason they're bringing him in is that he's a very good horror director. Like, I think that's his strength, is the horror genre.
I
mean,
don't.
Spider-Man 2, the best scenes of that movie is like when Doc Ock is on the operating table and they're trying to remove the arms from his back, and the arms start going crazy, and it looks like this B horror movie where it's killing all the doctors and stuff. Like, that is one of the coolest parts of that movie.
Mhm.
You know, because that is Sam Raimi, like the blood and the splatter, and like if they go the horror route for Doctor Strange, Sam Raimi could be a perfect fit because he gets humor and he gets horror.
Michael Stuff says, as long as Bruce Campbell shows up, I'm happy. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Kyle?
Nothing.
You don't think nothing?
Yeah.
Why? You're not down for Sam Raimi doing Doctor Strange?
Oh, I like Sam Raimi. He's one of my favorite directors.
So do you think he's going to do
I
a good
love you,
job
dude.
doing Doctor Strange?
He's a good director. Of course he is.
Yeah, if you look at his producing credits, he's a better director than he is a producer. So if they just bring him in as a producer and screenwriter, I'll be pissed because then the movie's going to suck. But if they bring him in as a director, I think it's going to be amazing.
Yeah,
Only because I really want them to visit this horror. Marvel and I've said it several times on my show, Marvel has a really good way of taking their characters and then taking familiar kind of storylines like they did with Ant-Man being a heist movie and stuff like that. Like, horror is not something that they've really touched on yet.
No, it's not.
And so I'm excited to see that, like, because I think Doctor Strange and his powers and being able to go through different planes of existence and stuff like that could really add something to the horror element. And there's nobody better that gets humor and horror than Sam Raimi. I can't think of anyone, unless it's Edgar Wright, but Edgar Wright kind of already burned that Marvel bridge.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll be interested to see what they do. I don't know if Sam Raimi's gonna be able to. You think he's good enough to pull off the visuals and what you're gonna need for this movie?
Yeah. Okay, so there is a movie that he did that's not very good, but the visuals in it are striking. He did Oz the Great and Powerful, that Disney movie.
Okay.
And it has really good like visuals. Like, as far as a director standpoint, the story is garbage, but as far as a director standpoint, like, that right there should show you that he has the ability to make it work visually.
He knows what needs to be done.
Yeah, he knows, dude. Like, he's a good actor. You look at
He's a
this
good
list
actor.
of stuff that he's, or a good director, sorry. You look at this list of stuff that he's directed, and I mean, not to mention the Evil Dead stuff, or Spider-Man, but he did let's see here.
He's done
A
a lot of stuff.
He's done a lot of stuff.
Evil Dead, Army of Darkness,
Evil Dead 2.
Evil Dead 2.
I'm looking at it, and I'm trying to think of something I could name. Oh, Drag Me to Hell was a pretty good one. Was that the one where they follow the thing follows them around, like they have to pass
I've never
it?
seen it.
I think that's the one where there's like a being that's going to kill somebody, and they're going to get killed unless they pass it to another person. So they essentially have to pass their curse to another person, and then that being goes after that new person. So they have to sacrifice somebody else to save themselves.
I watched a movie like that. It's called Truth or Dare.
Yeah, I've never seen that one. They have pops.
Was that on
for it.
Pornhub, Kyle?
No.
was that on Pornhub?
Oh my god.
Is that your genre of the month? Truth or Dare?
No, some dumb horror movie.
Have you seen the dumb on horror movies? Have you seen the movie Friended? Where it's like all of them on like Facebook chat, like, and
oh,
like,
I saw the
video
trailer
and-
for that.
Yeah, they're like getting friend requests from people and shit, and yeah, it's stupid.
You know what movie is really good that kind of has a similar premise where it's all based on like a
Cho
computer
movie.
monitor.
What's his name?
John Cho.
John Cho.
The one John Cho where he's looking for his daughter.
Yeah.
That movie was good, dude. That was a good fucking movie.
The twist.
And halfway through, I'm like, halfway through the end, I'm like, what the hell am I watching? Like, is it ever going to go outside of this computer monitor? So, what was that called?
I can't remember. Missing, I think. I don't remember.
That movie surprised me how good it was.
But speaking of, on the topic of movies, Harrison Ford, Kathleen Kennedy has come back and said they're not going to recast Harrison Ford for Indiana Jones 5. So are you guys have any interest in a 5th Indiana Jones installment with Harrison Ford?
I mean,
Always.
Indiana Jones in a wheelchair. Who doesn't want to see that?
Yeah, always. You think they're gonna let him roll the salt and pepper hair? Or you think they're gonna dye his hair?
Well, he had gray hair in the
gonna
last
age him.
one, didn't he?
Yeah. They're gonna age him. They're gonna keep him aged.
I don't know. I just don't see
The
a
one with
70-year-old
the
dude
one with
flying around in a whip.
the one with Shia LaBeouf.
Oh
The
my
one with
God.
Shia LaBeouf. Didn't he have gray hair? Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Is that what it's
Mhm.
called?
Isn't that the one? That's the same one where he survived a nuclear blast in a refrigerator, right?
Yep.
Yeah. They find the aliens in that
Yeah.
like secret fort or whatever,
That was
like
terrible.
a bunker warehouse thing.
My favorite Indiana Jones is Raiders.
Oh yeah, that's everybody's favorite.
Last Crusade.
Last
The Raiders of the
Temple of Doom,
Lost
too.
Ark. Raiders of the Lost Ark is considered like one of the greatest movies ever.
But I don't know. I'm not.
Like you look at a list of the 100 best movies, and normally Raiders of the Lost Ark would be on there.
I just think it's time to let it go. Rocky, let it go. Like I know they moved on to Creed, and Sylvester said he's done, but like the Rambo, let it go. Indiana
I didn't even
Jones,
watch
let
the
it
last
go.
one.
Yeah, it's. I
You
don't
don't call him Indy. You call him Dr. Jones.
Sorry, sorry, short round.
You don't think like a reboot scenario would work for Indiana Jones, like they did with Creed?
What? What do they?
I think they kind of tried it with
Yeah,
the
I was gonna
last
say, didn't
one.
they try to do that with Kingdom of the Crystal Skull and it failed?
Well, that's because you had George Lucas too much involved with it.
Well, too much Lucas, not enough Spielberg. Is that what you?
What did George Lucas? Yeah. What did George Lucas wanted to do? He wanted to have Star Wars go into like the micro universe or something like that. Did you guys see that?
No.
Like
Because-
instead of where Disney went, he was going to have them go almost like Ant-Man and Doctor Strange, how they go into like the quantum realm.
Mhm.
I read something like that they were going to go like into this like miniature.
Someone fact check
realm.
that article, please. Someone
Right.
I need to find it.
Fact check that article.
Which one? What episode 7 is The Force Awakens, right?
Yes. Yes.
Let me see if I can find it. Max was talking about it on our show, and he showed me the article. I just need to know.
Oh, well,
what
if
to
Max
look
said
up.
it, it must be true. If Max
I
says
believe
it,
If
anything
it's
Yeah.
Star Wars, I believe him over
I
anybody.
believe anything
But
Max
let me
says.
see.
If Max says it, it must be true.
Hold on.
All that
Well,
data.
guys, keep talking as I'm looking for it.
Yeah.
Thanks, boss.
Yeah, thanks, boss, because we've never done this before.
Well, I don't
This
want to
is-
be.
you know,
I don't want to be the reason
I know
that.
this is our first rodeo.
I'm so glad you're here to direct us.
Yeah, I know. I was scared. I was a little worried about what we were gonna do.
Wisdom of Lance.
A little bit worried about how we were gonna.
I wish I
handle
could
that.
just pull Max up here right now. He'd tell you the story. There was something about microorganisms or something like that.
Yeah. Well, let's talk a little bit real quick about our kind of staying on the same Disney. Our good friend Joaquin Phoenix. The Disney wants him to play Captain Hook in the Peter Pan live remake.
I love that idea.
You think he could play Captain Hook?
Yeah, I love that idea. Joaquin Phoenix can do anything.
Yes, he can. That's true.
Yeah, I
All
love
right,
that
Kyle,
idea.
as your resident Joker hater. Oh, Grizzle Geek says he didn't say it, so it's not the truth. So whatever you're looking up is null and void because Grizzle Geek didn't say it,
Hold
so
on,
it's
I'll
not
find
the
it.
truth.
I never
I'll
said
find it.
Joaquin Phoenix is a bad actor.
No, I know. I've said as our resident Joker hater.
Why would that matter?
I'm just connecting dots because
What
he was in
dots?
Joker, but I know you think he's a fantastic actor. You've said it.
Oh, here,
I
I
hate
found it.
Joker.
Yeah, it was a stupid
I found
transition.
it.
I agree. It was a dumb transition. All right, I'll give you that. I agree. Okay, Lance
found it.
Lance found it. Here we go.
Okay.
Fact
Hey,
check.
wait, hold on.
Fact
We're
checker,
gonna
stand by.
We're going to transition. As the resident looker-upper of articles,
Yeah.
what do you think, Lance?
So it says the Lucas trilogy is that it would have focused on diving into the microbiotic world where viewers would learn more about the Force and the way it works. Lucas planned to dig deeper into the science of midi-chlorians and biological explanation for the Force that was first mentioned and contended with by fans in The Phantom Menace.
Oh yeah, like you did in the as I say, yeah, I think you did in the first 3 prequels.
Yeah, the midi-chlorians within Force-sensitive beings communicate directly with the wills, allowing the super powerful beings to control the galaxy.
Yeah. Well,
It'd be cool if they were
The wills were going to be this. Oh, the wills, an ancient life form that fed on the Force.
oh, so it's like a Force disease. You got the metachlorians, and then the Force cancer comes in and feeds on them, and then we're gonna explore this. We get the Force cancer. The Force cancer. It's gonna feed on the metachlorians.
Oh, this is a direct quote. Direct quote. Originally, I was trying to have the story be told by somebody else, an immortal being known as the Will. There was somebody watching this whole story and recording it. Somebody probably wiser than the mortal players in the actual events. I eventually dropped this idea, and the concept behind the wills turned into the Force. But the wills became wills became part of this massive amount of notes, quotes, background information that I used for the scripts. Yeah.
For the facts.
Microbiotic. What do they call it? Microbiotic world. So Ant-Man. That's what I took when I read it.
No, I don't think so. I don't think it's like an Ant-Man, but he wanted to search more into using metachlorians than anything else.
I don't know. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. I actually like the last movie, but I haven't even seen the previous 8 before it enough to know like plot holes and stuff. I pretty much just wipe them from my memory after I watch them. But this sounds stupid.
It does.
A Force disease.
It's Force cancer. Force cancer. You get the Force cancer, the metachlorians, and then the will that feeds on the metachlorians, and that's how you get the Force cancer. That was Darth Vader. He didn't have a breathing problem, and he didn't get cut in half. That wasn't his issue. He had the Force
Force
cancer.
is what burned his face.
Yeah, it's a Force cancer. That's all. That's all it is. A little bit of Force cancer. Just that's what they get in their hands. A little bit of Force cancer. To cut them bad boys off, you're still good to go.
Yikes.
A little bit of Force cancer. All right, but so back
Where
to
did
Joaquin
Brian go?
Phoenix. He went to go do the Hot 10.
And
He gave us the finger saying he was going to come back, and then
Yeah, he'll be back.
he always does that.
Yep, he went to do the Hot 10. Which, if you watch this show, you're lucky because you get a preview of it. You get to see the Hot 10 before they do it live. So
Yep.
yeah. But back to Joaquin Phoenix, Kyle. Captain Hook. What are your
Okay,
thoughts?
let's see. Since I didn't like Joker, and Joker's connected
I
to what
agree with the fucking poor transition. I understand.
I think that, let me see. Since I didn't like the Joker,
Oh my god.
think for a second.
man, he really plays it up, doesn't
He
he?
does. He does. Yes.
Fucking ham over
It's
here.
like, it's like a theater watching Kyle.
Oh man, he's like,
But Kyle, did you like Walk the Line?
yeah. I don't know. He's a pretty big name actor.
This isn't Marvel we're talking about. This is
No.
Disney. This is a Disney property. Peter Pan. We're talking about.
Who owns Marvel?
Oh my god.
It's escaping me, Matt.
Disney, Kyle.
Oh, so Marvel's a Disney property?
Yes.
Bob Iger.
Not-
Bob
I-
Iger owns Marvel.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see. Joker's bad. Joaquin Phoenix good.
Oh my god.
I think he's gonna be mediocre as Captain Hook.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
Gonna lock it in.
I'm gonna lock it in.
All right. I'll take that.
All right.
Oh man.
You think he's gonna be better than Dustin Hoffman
No.
and Hook?
Hook is one of the greatest movies ever made.
I wouldn't go that far.
No,
It-
it's
it's
one
a
of my
good-
favorite
it's a good-
childhood movies.
Yeah,
dude.
it's a good Peter Pan movie. I wouldn't go greatest movie, one of the greatest movies ever made.
Nope.
It's
Classic.
in the top 100 of movies. It's probably in there.
Probably not.
Probably not.
It's one of my favorite movies ever.
In Lance's top 100 movies.
It would be in there.
There you go. What would it,
It
be?
would be in there in my list.
46?
In my list. Yeah. I don't know.
High 40s? Late
There's
30s?
a reason I only do top 10s on our website, man. I can only count that high. 46? Where's that fall?
You gotta do 100s, dude. Top 100s.
I didn't even
You know how
get
much
to watch
work it is to do a top 10?
That was like
No one-
18 minutes long, Brian.
It's because nobody showed up.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I did it by myself.
Did you really?
Well,
You should have just taken the portion of this show
Dude.
and then
Dude, when you're a podcaster extraordinaire like Brian, that's a cakewalk.
I
Doing
got
a
a
show
big-
by yourself is a cakewalk.
I gotta give a big shout out to my CBSI, a couple of my CBSI co-hosts because
They didn't
they're
show up.
no. Well, you're gonna feel bad because John Z's father passed away, and
John.
yeah,
That's
and
terrible.
Ben also lost somebody in his family. So big shout out to those guys. Positive thoughts and vibes their way. So, and we also want to say the same thing to Corbin, who I believe. Yeah, I believe he is sitting bedside with his grandmother in the hospital right now. So,
Grandma.
Yeah.
grandmama. So hopefully everything's going to be
Shout
okay.
out to
And,
Corbin.
So I got
Yes, sir.
a serious question for you, Brian.
What's up?
You like the Joker.
Oh my God, here we go again.
Oh my God,
What
dude.
do you
We're trying to
think?
have a sensitive moment.
So what do you think how Joaquin Phoenix is going to do as Captain Hook? Since you like the Joker.
I didn't like the Joker. It was okay, but it wasn't great. I
Okay,
think
hold on. Since you thought the Joker was okay, how do you think Joaquin Phoenix is going to do as Captain Hook?
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't see. Is it a kids movie?
It's gonna be fall in line with their remakes that they're doing. Their live action remakes, even though Peter Pan's
Terrible.
had tons of live action movies.
So Tom Holland is going to be Peter Pan?
Who the fuck is talking?
Yeah.
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader.
I think
yeah.
I think it's gonna be terrible, man. I'm not a fan of any of those remakes. They all look so cheesy to me. So
Aladdin was pretty bad.
yeah,
The
It was
Lion King was
terrible.
pretty bad.
Aladdin was better than The Lion King.
I disagree.
Oh, The Lion King was a shit show, dude. I hated The Lion King.
Yeah.
The fuck, Kyle.
Hated it.
I just found the banners. That's why I keep doing this.
Mm. But so we established. So Lance is a kills it. I'm a kills it. Brian's a horrible, and Kyle's a mediocre. There we
Dude,
go.
you already gave the 200 subscriber giveaway.
Yeah,
I don't think he's going to be good.
It already
because
happened.
He's not going to be able. He's going to have to play like kids type stuff. I mean, Joaquin Phoenix is like a guy that is in a movie like The Joker or like a really dark movie. You know what I mean? I don't see him.
Well, I bet you they're gonna make Captain Hook. Like, yes, it's a
I'll
remake
go-
of a child movie, but they're gonna make him darker, I would assume.
I hope so.
It's racist.
I don't think that they can do.
So far, I've been called a racist and a sexist on this show. Really makes me want to come back.
Michael Stout says there's no room for sensitivity on the Absolute Geek Podcast. As we have been dubbed or donned by Travis from Comic Exposure as the touchy uncle podcast.
And that's why he'll never be on the show again.
Yeah. Oh, he's coming on next week. He's part of the Valentine's Day episode.
No, sir, that's an incorrect statement. I have now banned him.
Kyle has banned him until we get a better name.
But wait till next week.
That's right.
No, that's more. He's not coming on though.
I'm trying to see if he's ever done. Well, he's done animated children's movies before, but I don't see any. Joaquin Phoenix.
We're still talking about that.
What did he do?
Brother Bear.
Oh,
Brother,
Having
get a
heard
better internet connection. Because you're cutting out.
Fucking Lance is driving through a tunnel.
Yep.
What's wrong?
Your internet keeps cutting out, so you keep cutting out.
Sorry. He did. Did you guys hear what I said? He did Brother Bear.
Yeah, Brother Bear.
Yeah.
All right. In 1984, he did ABC after school specials as Robbie Ellsworth.
So did Jimmy Fallon.
I don't know, man. I think he'd be good if they make Doctor Hook, or if they make
Doctor Hook. Doctor
Oh
Hook
my
is
God.
that new movie.
Dude, is that
Doctor Hook in the. It is. They sing.
cover of the Rolling Stone?
Yeah. It's Doctor Hook in the medicine. Oh shit, I can't remember.
Cover of the Rolling Stone.
It's a good song, man.
Doctor Hook.
Mrs. Susie's mother. What's that song called?
Stacy's mom.
Cynthia's mother. That's the name of that song. That's a good song. It's old, dude. It's like a 60s band.
I hear she's got it going on.
Hey, Kyle, funny story about that band. Shel Silverstein wrote all their songs.
What band?
Doctor Hook.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That is cool.
Didn't he actually like secretly hate kids? Or was that I thought
Dr. Seuss?
or was that Dr. Seuss?
Who knows? Not me.
I don't know.
I thought Shel Silverstein wrote kid poetry and actually secretly hated kids, but just did it because it was a moneymaker.
Don't we all actually secretly hate kids, though?
I don't know. You've got enough of them. You tell me.
They're little assholes, dude.
Kyle stopped at
Kids aren't
2.
even
Brian doesn't
old
have any. I don't have any. And you've got like 5 with like 13th on the way over here.
Yeah, thank God I don't have any.
Number 13 on
I
the way.
I can't deal with a fucking puppy, yet alone a kid.
Right.
Brian's kids would just be running around. I fucking hate Comic-Con.
Well, that's funny that you talk about that. Let's talk about Comic-Con because one of the things I noticed, me and Kyle were talking about, is CGC is not going to be at Fan Fusion again this year. So anybody that has been waiting to drop books off straight to CGC, you're not going to be able to do that. If you plan on taking books there to drop off, you're going to go through a second party
Facilitator person.
Facilitator.
That's what they had last year. The guy you didn't want to leave your book with, right?
Yep. So that really bummed me out and makes me realize I'm probably going to have to go to WonderCon in April, just to drop off books.
Well, we got passes. I can hook you up.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to go. So
Did they charge you for those passes?
No.
That's another crazy thing too.
When I
What?
read that, I was pissed, dude.
Oh,
They're
Phoenix.
Starting
Yeah,
to
that's what we
charge
got.
for-
Yeah.
We gotta
starting to
talk
charge
about
for
that.
media passes.
Phoenix Fan
They want-
Fusion. Yeah, charging for media passes.
They want us to do a job for them and have us pay for it.
Yep.
Because
$25.
because news on Phoenix Fan Fusion brings in so many listeners.
Well,
People
so
are just itching for that Fan Fusion news.
here's the thing though. It goes deeper than that because I've put some feelers out and I've talked to people.
Put its ass to sleep.
Yes. So people are saying it's because they're hurting for money. I know he's been
They
trying
are.
to
They
sell
laid
this-
off like
Yeah,
What was that? 2 years ago, they laid off like 80 people or something ridiculous.
but I know
I
he's
didn't
been
know they
trying
had-
to sell the convention too. He's been trying to sell Phoenix Fan Fusion for a while.
They need to.
They charged, I guess they charged vendors for their booths 11 months in advance. Like they're making you pay your booth money like up front. So
They got money to bring in guests.
yeah, but
They probably needed that money to secure the venue to
Well-
bring in guests. Yeah.
Have you seen the guest list? It's not that good for comics. I mean, they got one good guy. They got Starlin there, which is nice, but there's really nobody else that's good.
Well,
there.
the good announcements probably won't happen for another 2 or 3 months.
and they're bringing in YouTube personalities now too. Like
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
understand what's up with that. Like all of a sudden
What's up with that?
there's more YouTube personalities.
The voice of Sailor Moon, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, Clark Gregg's gonna be there.
But
Who's that?
the big thing is like,
Agent Coulson.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
the
I-
big
But
thing
once
is-
I would
again,
like
they
to
don't
be
have a very
involved.
good lineup.
right. But that's exactly it. You don't have a good lineup, and you want to charge people who have a social media following or a social following or put out podcasts or articles or anything, sort of any type of online presence that can get the word out. You want to charge them $25. You want them to perform a service for you, but you want to charge us to perform that service for you. Like
It doesn't
normally,
make any sense.
normally don't you get paid to do that service? Why are they charging us to do a service for them?
Because they can.
Exactly.
Because they're hemorrhaging money.
Yeah. And
And they're getting away with it too. Like Kyle said, they're doing it right now because they can, because people are paying.
right.
I'm sure that people are paying.
But like I said, there's been speculation that panels, they're going to start charging people to put on fan panels.
Oh my
That's a
god.
hard pass.
So we'll see what happens with that. That
It's
has
not worth it, dude.
Yeah, it's
it's
not.
Now
not
we're going
worth
to wonder
it.
why we didn't get approved.
Yeah. We're
I'm
talking
really
shit on them.
I'm really surprised that there isn't somebody that's taken the reins and done like a mini con type thing, kind of like what they do for baseball cards and coins, where they'll have like 30-40 dealers.
Didn't they just do that?
They have those.
The Tempe
Not for
Library
comics.
Con?
On a regular.
No, yeah. I
Ken
don't know.
does it. Ken does it every year. From Drawn to Comics, he has that one. It's about 40 to 50.
What,
vendors
free
in there,
comic
right?
book day?
Yeah,
Yeah, but
No, I'm talking
that's
about-
a huge thing at every comic book shop. Free comic book days is a huge thing in general.
no, but he like they get the whole library and there's a ton of
Yeah,
vendors
that's
in there.
free
It's like a
comic
little
book day.
con.
So
Yeah.
what Brian is talking about is getting like renting out like a small room at a hotel, like their ballroom.
Yeah.
It's nothing but comic vendors buying, and that's all it is. It's just comics. There's no guests.
Buy, selling, and
no-
trading. Yep.
Yeah.
And that's
$5.
all that's going on. Is you're going
Oh.
through boxes of comics, and you're just looking for shit that you want. So the closest thing was
So
almost
it's more like an expo than a con. Like a con. It's more like a
It's a comic
trade
show, like a little
show.
card show, like they used
Yeah.
to have in Valley West Mall and Christown.
it's along the lines of what the Old Man Con was, without the huge, like the insane, awesome books that were crazy, that were out of realm for
Mhm.
regular people. But just
Yeah.
boxes of comics that you could just dig through. Everyone just comes, and there's 20 or 30 vendors there of just comic books. There's no lightsabers, there's no steampunk bullshit, there's no
Right.
Almonds.
nuclear, there's no nothing.
No almonds. There's no goddamn lemonade vendors.
No, it's just you just go in there and it's comic books.
You know what Fan Fusion's gonna blame the extra money on is it's gonna be that you guys demanded that we bring back passes, so we needed to up the price and charge in other ways to pay for the actual badges instead of wristbands.
Is that what they're doing this year? They're bringing back.
Yeah, they're bringing back
passes?
the badges. Yeah,
Well, people like to collect them. I understand that, but
Yeah, I've got a whole shitload of
yeah.
them
So do I.
for my. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't like the wristbands mainly because I hate having those little sticky things on your wrist, dude. They pull out your arm hairs and shit, dude. I hate them. Like every time they give you one of those at a concert, fucking pisses me off.
and you're stuck with it for a few days because you're going back.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah, that's kind of shitty. You can't take it off. What the fuck?
Well, the whole reason they did that is they didn't want people passing their pass to somebody else.
Yeah.
Remember a few years ago, I photocopied a pass for Garcia. Slid it in. Yeah, dude, he went to the whole combo. I photocopied mine on a printer, and he just put it in an old badge holder that he had, and we went to the con.
Because they just look for it at the door. They're not looking that hard at it. They're just looking to see if you had it.
He was do that again.
See,
Right?
I think they're going to use that RFI technology in it, like they do for San Diego now and stuff. So they'll actually be good quality.
Well, how are they going to do that if they don't have money?
That's why they're charging. That's why they're charging.
RFID is expensive.
That means they have to invest in the things that everyone has to walk through.
Well, they already have. That was what is in the wristband. You just tap the wristband on the little iPad and go. So now I'm sure it'll be the same way. You just scan your little badge on their little pad and away you go. You know, I don't think it's going to be as complex as like San Diego Comic-Con where you actually have to like put it up against the metal detector and go in. But
they take an ounce of your blood too.
Yeah, and in your pinky.
No, I actually. So there's this artist that's going to be there, Eric Henson, that drew a couple pieces for me. He's pretty good, dude. He has his own comic book series. It's Eden. I have a couple issues here somewhere.
I just think that, you know, not to knock on Fan Fusion, it's going to be another year where the best part about the con, I think, is going to be hanging out with people you know.
It's the only reason I go.
So
and to buy pops.
Yeah.
But even then, dude, like their
drink
vendors,
Wild Bill soda.
Mm-hmm. And their vendors charge more than even what the pop price guide even costs for these things too. So that
You know what?
you don't even get a deal going there.
You know what Comic-Con's about? Community.
That's right, community, 100%. Fucking nailed it, Kyle. Good job.
We should get
Take a
branded
bow.
hats.
Take a bow, Kyle. That's what it's
I'm
about.
at-
Community. Community. It's all about community. Yeah, we shall get branded hats too.
Yeah. And we should sit
But you
around.
got to make sure you're not. You got to make sure you're repping your own. I better not see Kyle wearing a Couch Crunchers hat, you know, or a Comic Exposure hat or a Grizzle.
Oh,
Geek
I
hat.
won't wear a comic. I refuse to wear comic exposure or anything.
You won't wear a Grizzle Geek hat because or a
I
Grizzle
would've
Geek
thought
shirt
that-
because they still haven't gotten you.
I would have thought that Kyle would have really embraced the touchy uncle, you know.
No,
No, he was highly offended.
weird.
Highly offended.
dude. Yes, I am.
Oh man.
And then,
Why would you think I like that? That's
and then
fucking weird.
and then
If that's how you
Lance, Sam kind of backed it up though with his response to the blue Caucasaurus last week. I love that little meme that we put together. Where Kyle captured just the sheer look of terror on his face when he unveiled it. Grizzly says the best part will be our game show. I sure hope so. We got to make sure that happens, Lance.
If I have to pay $25, I'm not doing it.
Lance, that is what
You
gotta make sure happens.
don't. We do not have to pay to be panelists.
There you go.
I have received word that is not a thing. I just need somebody to. We'll talk off air, but I just need. And maybe Mike will want to do it. Just put together the whole idea so I can submit it.
Mike wants to be the host. He's going to host. It's the dating game, but for geeks.
I just don't have time to put the whole idea together and send it in a proposal. So I just need.
You need
somebody
to go
do
find
that.
whatever group chat that was in, since you've got 13,000 of them. And the
Yeah,
idea,
But he doesn't want.
He
He
wants
doesn't
that-
want just like 4 lines. Like he wants.
dude,
me
the
to-
idea was completely laid out in that group chat. You got to go find it again.
The only problem is there's like 65,000 of them.
Yeah, you got like, yeah, your
What did we call it? What did
instant
we call it?
messenger list must be like the size of the
4450
dictionary.
Dude,
Yeah.
did we even talk about it on text or Facebook or
It was
what?
Facebook Messenger.
messenger.
Yeah,
It's gonna
Mike's
take me hours.
gonna stand on stage and he's gonna be the host, shirtless with a little bow tie.
Why the fuck isn't Mike on here tonight? He's been chatting in the thing the whole night. Why isn't he with us?
Because he's with us in the chat every weekend. He's a regular.
But I don't get to see that guy enough.
Well, that sounds like something that you two need to talk about off air.
He's way more interesting than I am.
Yeah, well, you know.
Oh man.
I figured we'd give you your due, but all right. So let's kind of switch gears here real quick. I want to talk with Brian real quick about
which gear. I gotta know which gear. Reverse.
We're going to third gear.
Okay, third gear. Cool.
So, that's right. That's right. The newlywed game was
Nope.
and the dating game was. I got them mixed up. Shut up, Kyle.
Mike wants me to do it. I'm out. So you're doing it. I'm out.
What?
That's what you said.
Anyways,
I'm out.
I want to get your opinion. Not the next Wednesday, but the Wednesday I have Batman 89. 89. So they are going to introduce a new character that's going to be Harley Quinn's replacement. And her name
Punchline
is going to be Punchline.
Stupid.
So Joker's, you think that replacing Harley Quinn is stupid?
Yeah, it's cheesy. I mean, unless it's just a throwaway character to get Harley mad or something. I don't know.
Apparently, it's supposed to be his new Harley Quinn is Punchline. So she's going to be taking over that role.
So
I think one of the characters in that Atlas or Astro City book I read was named Punchline.
The fuck did you just say?
Yeah, Mr. Terrible Internet.
Astro City. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? That comic book? I think there's a character in there named Punchline.
There might be. I don't remember that. I remember reading Astro City, so
Underdog wants to know if we're getting to the meat and potatoes of the show.
We are.
Good.
Is that a J. Scott Campbell cover?
Let's see it.
She almost looks like she's J. Scott Campbell drawn. Here we go.
I saw the picture. I wasn't impressed.
That's not J. Scott Campbell.
It almost looks like a J. Scott Campbell face.
And you guys, because she's got the cat nose.
That's what it is.
It's not a cat nose. That's supposed to be like a red clown nose.
Red clown nose.
Joker's new girlfriend. Did it say she's going to give the Joker a happy ending?
That's what puts him in the grave.
That's the punchline.
Yeah.
Puts him in the grave.
I don't know. I still think Tinian
punchline is
feeling it right now.
So this is what issue was this the last issue of her walking up behind him?
I think that's next issue.
Yeah, I think that's next issue. I think that's
this issue is 88.
Yeah. So this issue, the big thing with this issue is that Catwoman and Riddler are pretty much talking, and you find out that Joker's dead. Like,
I guess not.
Yeah, I guess not. She digs up a grave, and in the grave is Joker's body.
Empty.
What do you mean empty?
No, I was just kidding.
Like, scroll down a little bit.
What do you want me to do?
Never mind.
Like, I'll show it. I got the book right here. Bam, Joker's body.
But obviously that doesn't matter.
Killed him.
Here's a full art.
Who killed him?
This is Art Germ. It looks like it. No, wait, is that Art Germ? Is that Art Germ? Who's that?
I can't see. Can you zoom in on it?
She just doesn't match the Joker. Like it.
She's got the
like
neon green with the black. She fits.
Her design, yeah, but the colors aren't everything. Like, she's way too, like, I don't know. Harley Quinn had like this. She had this crazed look to her at times, and I don't know. She looks way too like
Guillermo.
That looks like somebody playing cosplay, like a hot woman playing cosplay as the Joker. It just doesn't fit.
Yeah,
I don't. It's not believable.
Oh, we'll see. I just seems cheesy to me. It seems like we've talked about that before, where they can't come up with new stories. They've got to like steal ideas from other. They never come up. There is a new character that they've been talking about for a while that is coming out, right? That the Upside Down Man or whatever. It's like it's in a new Batman or something, I think. Upside Down Man.
Upside Down Man.
Yeah, some new villain.
Dude, all I know is the last issue. What is it?
Oh, he looks badass.
Crazy.
He looks really badass, dude.
Yeah, that looks
Justice League
badass.
Dark, Upside Down Man. Yeah, here we go. Let me show you the images.
That looks really cool.
Yeah, that looks really cool.
But how threatening can he be if he's always upside down?
I'm going away from it.
But I like that they fucking had. Do you see what they're Matt? You've been reading it. I like what they're doing with Riddler. With
Yeah,
Tinian
he's
Spirit.
all like messed up.
He's all fucked up. He's been up for like a month, and he's all fucking intertwined to the surveillance of the city and shit. He's fucking all like, it's fucking pretty cool.
Because he's on like government enhancing drugs.
He's on methamphetamines
Yeah. He's all
or
fucked up.
amphetamines.
Dude, do you see that picture with him and it has Wonder Woman tied up behind him and stuff?
Yeah, it's wicked. That's a
Yeah,
wicked
that's
character.
badass.
It reminds me of something Scott Snyder would do.
That looks so much more original than fucking Punchline.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. It's interesting.
I think we're gonna be present. I think we're gonna be surprised with Punch. I think.
You think Tinian's
I
gonna
just
give us something
her
delightful?
design just doesn't seem like original at all.
Yeah.
It just seems like same shit I've seen over and over again. Upside Down Man, that shit looks cool.
Yeah. Well, that character's already out, so maybe that might be something to look at speccing on, because it's a cool looking character. There's a lot of rumors I saw recently about they're going to be trying to do the Dark Avengers in the movies, coming up. Have you guys been reading about those?
No.
They're going to do them in the movies?
Yeah, that's where a lot of people think that Hawkeye is going to be part of that, and as Ronin, and that's one of the phases they're going to be going for. The new phase is going to be like the Osborn Harry, or what's his name?
Norman Osborn.
Harry Osborn?
Yeah.
Osborn?
Yeah, coming back into the scene and making a new Avengers team, like he did in the comics.
But didn't he do that as Iron Patriot? Have we already seen Iron Patriot though? Wasn't Rhodey
TV?
technically already Iron Patriot in?
Oh yeah, that's
Iron
right.
Man?
When they try to commercialize War Machine.
In Iron Man 3, he was Iron Patriot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. Well, I don't know. It'd be interesting. I would love to see that team. That was a good time in comics.
Oh shit. My internet keeps going out. This piece of shit.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see what that character Punchline does to the spec next week. Well, it'll be 2 weeks, right, Kyle? I think it's 2 weeks before 89 comes out.
Yeah.
The variant that I showed, that one cover, that comes out in May, issue 94. So she'll have her own variant in issue 94. So she's gonna last.
She's gonna be here for a minute.
Yeah, at least five issues. So she's not a fly by night character.
Cool.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
I think Tinian's gonna do a good job with it. I like
hope
what he's doing so far. But I like his writing.
Yeah.
I haven't read something that I haven't really cared for by him yet. So I think he's going to go. I think he's doing a good job.
Yeah.
So.
Well, a lot of people do. A lot of people like it.
I think it's just so refreshing because just Tom King he just nosedived it.
Yeah.
So I think it's just nice to have something different going on.
So that's a series that I should be reading.
You kind of don't get a War of Joke and Roses feel or a Batman 0 year feel from this whole Riddler thing?
Not yet.
Because that was my issue with the last issue, is that I felt like it was like I've seen this before. I've read this before. It felt rehashed and recycled to me.
Oh, I didn't get that. The dialogue between Riddler and Penguin is fucking really good. I didn't get that from it at all.
I like the way Penguin's drawn. Like the art on Tynion's run is really good. I can't complain about the art, but I felt like, as I said, last issue felt recycled to me.
I love when we see the Rogues gallery doing stuff together. I think that's fun.
I want more Court of Owls shit. I need some fresh Court of Owls stuff. But
Yeah.
I guess he's kind of predominant in Dick Grayson's book right now.
Yes, because Dick Grayson is the new what do they call that? The main
He's Rick Grayson now.
Talon or whatever.
Yeah.
The main
Because he's Rick Grayson, so they tried to recruit him again now that he's all fucking messed up from being shot in the head. Doesn't remember who he is, so they tried to recruit him once again. But so he's Rick Grayson now.
That's so cheesy.
Rick Grayson.
That's dumb.
Because it's more grown up, or what?
It's not grown up. It's just
Or is it just supposed to be a different persona?
It's just a different persona because he's got like amnesia. Kind of the same thing with like what they did with Batman Beyond. With Batwoman Beyond, everyone was, who's Batwoman Beyond? It's Dick Grayson's daughter.
Yes.
Catch up on that.
Batwoman Beyond or Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
I would love to see a Batman Beyond movie. That cartoon was awesome.
6 issues behind on Flash.
That's Flash. It seems like they're killing him like every 5 issues. Like every 5 issues is like, that's a Flash. Flash is dying.
Well, yeah, I'm like 5 or 6 issues back, and that's what's starting to happen. Is he's losing his powers? Is what's happening.
Wow, you know who the cover artist is? That is Art Germ. That does not look like an Art Germ cover.
He's going to be at a con that somebody is going to be at.
Is it the one in Minneapolis or is it the one in Virginia?
I'm not sure, but I would like to get something signed by him.
By Art Germ.
Stanley Lau.
That'd be fucking cool.
Yeah.
So also, what do you it came out that Joe Hill wanted to write an episode of Doctor Who, and
Jonah Hill?
No, Joe Hill, the comic book writer, Stephen King's son.
I know.
He wanted to write a season of Doctor Who, and he pretty much got a response back from the BBC that told him no American has ever written for Doctor Who, and you wouldn't be our first choice.
That's pretty cool.
He said he says that's the greatest rejection he's ever received.
I know. That's kind of cool. That's kind of funny.
To be told that no American has ever written for this British TV show, and you would not be our first choice. How much of that is because his dad is Stephen King?
A lot.
You're shitty writing. We
Speaking
don't
of
want you.
Stephen King, dude, thank you for that recommendation on Outsider.
I told you.
That show is badass, dude. It's so badass. I stayed up till 2:00 in the morning, binged the whole series when I was talking to you.
I told you,
dude.
If you're not
so
watching
good.
Outsider on HBO, you gotta watch that. That movie is crazy. That show is crazy. I just hope it doesn't fizzle out.
You guys talked about the first issue on Comic
Episode?
Exposure, right?
Or no, we talked about that's Outcast. It's different.
Oh, never mind.
Completely different
Outcast
property.
was a show. Outcast had a show though too, right?
Yeah, on Showtime, right, Kyle?
Yeah.
Made it 2 seasons.
No, I think it's Cinemax.
Or was it? Yes, you're right. Cinemax. Yes, Cinemax. Made it 2 seasons.
I think I watched like 4 or 5 episodes of that,
Second
and then
season.
I canceled my
Fucking shitty.
premium TV subscription.
I couldn't believe it. I was so bummed.
Outcast?
Yeah, the second season was fucking hot garbage.
Yeah. Didn't
Love
they do
that.
a third season?
I think it only made it to the second. I didn't even make it through the second season. It was so bad.
No, they only made it 2, and season 2 was like they got season 2 overseas before we got season 2 here. Yeah, like a year before we got it here.
Yeah.
And it was real bad.
It was
Because
really
they skipped so many issues in season 1, and like they ended it with Kyle and his daughter leaving town, and that was like what, like 20 issues into the story already. So they like flew through it for a season.
Are
1.
they still doing the comic?
Yeah.
It's coming to an end.
Yeah, I just got it when I went to the comic book store the other day.
I can't remember how many issues.
It's coming to an end. Are they going to restart with a new story, or is it just
they're ending it.
It's fizzling out.
Yeah,
They're wrapping it up.
Is Kirkman still doing it?
Yeah.
yeah, he's still writing it.
Interesting.
100%. But
I wonder if 3 Pound's gonna message us.
huh?
I wonder if 3 Pound's gonna message us.
We'll
Yeah, are
see.
you guys going to give him like a time limit that he has to respond before you give it to somebody else? or
Sure,
what?
Kyle. You want to give him a time limit, or is it just his?
He's got about 4 minutes.
Oh, really?
He's got till 10,
I was
16.
I was thinking like the end of next week.
Well, good thing you're not part of the show then.
Yeah, I thought that's what you were going to say.
What?
You thought wrong.
Like a couple days. Like at least till the audio version comes out on Monday.
I'll give him time. Let's go. I'll give him time. Him or her.
He's like, no, fuck that guy. 4 minutes. 3 Pound Greg.
Yeah,
3 Pound Greg.
3
Here's your
pound Greg.
Your fucking Alex Ross sketch cover. Marvel Legacy #1. 9.8 white pages.
We'll have to talk about what we're gonna do for 400.
So Kyle, who is Caramel?
What?
The back of the book.
Oh, I was like, what are you talking
So
about?
who is it? I want to know the end of the story.
Underdog says I have a 9.8 CGC graded Walking Dead 193 from a Walking Dead crate. I know it's worth something, but about how much? Well, it depends if it's a first print or a second print. It depends on if it's the San Diego Comic-Con variant or if it's signed by Kirkman. If it's just a first print 9.8, you're looking about $34. It's about what's going for on eBay. It's $34.
Is there like an app or something? I have for my pop collection, like I have an app on my phone that I can look stuff up and it gives me like a generalized price. Is there something like that?
Cover
for comics?
price. Cover price is a good one.
There's one, there's another one. I can't remember what it's called, but it gives you the market trends of what.
Cover price.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Cover price. Yeah. There's also that key.
Is that an
collector
app
one.
or a website?
There's an app for it, and there's also a key collector one, but so they're both similar. But I like Cover Price.
So on the app, can you like put your collection? Like, can you put
believe
like what
so.
you have in there
I
and
believe
build
so.
your collection?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So he said regular first print. You're looking about $35, man.
Stash My Comics used to do that, but the prices were all funky. But it would tell you what every book you have is worth.
Yeah, that's a Funko themselves made that app that I use.
That's
Like,
smart.
it's the official Funko app.
That's smart that they did that.
Yeah. So you can actually go on here and it announces like what's coming out, like t-shirts and everything. And then you can have your wish list. My wish list right now is $135,000.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you got a problem, dude. A little bit of a
Why
problem.
is there one on there that's just like, you know, or a bunch of them on there that are just like thousands of dollars, or is
There's a couple. There's a couple. There's a Captain America metallic that's $2,100.
what's the
There's
most?
a
Which one do you
Go
have
ahead.
that's worth the most money?
probably. Let me check my app.
Perfect timing.
Since you like apps, what can you check your
Oh,
app?
here we fucking go.
Your most expensive pop is?
Here we fucking go again.
Hey, I'm just trying to transition.
Yeah.
Just trying to transition.
Transition these nuts.
So
You
my
got props, and you have a prop.
my Rush, my 3-pack of Rush. So I have Neil Peart, Gailey, and Alex Lifeson. That's worth about $100. And then my Dean from Supernatural is about 150. So all the ones that I don't have any of that high dollar stuff, dude. Like, because they were like limited print, like made 400 of them at San Diego Comic-Con, and they're just impossible to get.
It's like one of the only pops I have is a San Diego Comic-Con one. It's
Which one?
decapitated Herschel.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Let me see. You want to know how much it's worth?
Probably
I
$10.
have a Peter Parker Stanley's Kamikaze exclusive where he's got his mask off bobblehead that's like $100, $200 a pop.
I have a ghost pop.
That thing's badass.
Yeah. It's super badass. It's one of my favorite pops.
So that one's worth about $70.
It's right there.
Herschel one?
Is it really?
Is it the one with the blood on his neck?
Yeah.
The blood on his neck? Yeah, it's $70. There's one with no blood on his neck that's worth about $10.
Yep, there's blood.
I see blood on
cool.
their neck.
Sell it.
Thinking about it.
Sell it before the show goes away and it loses its value.
Yep.
I've had it a
So
lot.
do they lose their value pretty quick, or
Some do, some don't. I mean, it depends.
I remember for a while, like the ones that people were going crazy for like a Tupac and Biggie one.
Yeah, they just came out with the new series, those Tupac and Biggie. But my Rush one, when Neil Peart passed away, it went up like $30.
Sell it.
Sell it.
No, I love it. I don't have any intention on selling any of these, unless it's like to get a new
Dude,
kidney or something.
Pops are to this generation what Beanie Babies were to us when we were kids.
I don't care, dude. In 10 years, it'd be worth nothing, and I'll still love them.
That's all Pops are. Is this fucking generation's Beanie Babies.
Okay. The difference between Beanie Babies and Pops is Beanie Babies were just making like stuffed teddy bears and shit. Like there wasn't that nostalgia factor to the characters that they were creating. So Beanie Babies fizzled out, but you can't tell me that in 20 years somebody's going to be like a huge Spider-Man fan and want.
Nobody's going to give a shit about pops in 20 years.
Yeah, right.
Nobody's going to give a shit.
I don't care. I like them. I won't ever sell them. That's why I only buy the ones that I like, characters that I like.
Just like I said, I got a
There's
buddy.
a lot of people that go get
Garage
everything.
full of pops. He's got every pop.
Yeah.
Garage full of them.
Yeah, I just don't want to. Like right now, I'm at 150. I'm at 150 pops,
Holy
but they're all characters that I like.
Grizzly Geek says,
Like, check out this one. This is one of my favorites.
great. We've got all the way to pops.
Right.
Shaun of the
Shaun of the Dead.
I was gonna say I can't see it because there's a giant glare on your screen. But Shaun of the
How do I
Dead.
get this to stop?
No, you're good. I get
Yeah.
it. We got it.
And it even has the little red speck of blood on his shirt.
Got a little bit of red on you.
Yeah.
But all right, guys.
Oh, my wife bought me this.
So I think that's a good place to end it. Anybody got anything else you want to talk about tonight?
Ooh. Yeah. No.
Come watch Beautiful. Come watch Matt and I on Couch Crunchers tomorrow night.
Why?
Don't do.
You just got what I'm going to say tonight. So, go watch Couch Crunchers tomorrow night to hear Lance's opinion. Because mine is going to be more of the same.
And then I don't know. Is anything big coming up?
Be sure to subscribe to Grizzle Geek for the facts. You anything else? You got anything else you want to talk about, Kyle, before we go?
Oh, I do. I got a giveaway.
You're gonna do another giveaway?
Yep. What about it? What about if I want to give a digital download away? What the
Go
fuck
for
about
it. Go for it. Be my guest.
I'm gonna give a digital download away. So this is gonna be the first. Michael Stout's excluded from this.
And 3 Pound Greg.
Yeah, him too. So he posted something on his Facebook that it's one of those. This is the riddle, and you got to message me for the answer. So here's what I'll give away. Whatever's in this box that I got today, whatever comic is in this box I got. I'm not sure
That's not a digital download.
No, it's not. It's better than a digital download.
So you have no idea what's in that box.
No.
So it could be like
I
Sailor
know-
Moon or something.
I know it's not Sailor Moon. I know it's a comic.
It's like a $high book. He's just gonna give it away.
I'm just not sure what comic it is.
It's probably like an iPad screen protector.
It's just a copy of Cat Fancy.
Here's a piece of glass.
It's in a Gemini mailer, so I know it's a comic. But it was this is
So
the
what do
riddle.
they have to do to get it?
They've got
Oh,
to
you're gonna say it?
first person to answer it correctly. No Googling, motherfuckers.
Yeah,
Where do
it's
they have to answer it on? Where do they have to put their answer?
In
Just
the
in the
chat.
chat. They know what to do. We have a live fucking chat. They know where to put it.
Yeah, here when we say we're gonna give shit away, we just give it away. We don't change the rules after.
There's no
There's
stipulation.
there's no second
I
step
didn't
or
change the rule.
stipulation.
Kyle just doesn't know how to read.
Read is just stupid.
We don't say like, subscribe, and repost, and then when they
Say
do,
like.
hit them with this big like fucking disclaimer about trying to be all professional. Like, thanks for contacting Absolute Geek. Your opinion matters to us. Now all you got to do is reshare this on your social media page.
So,
We don't get all fucking technical like that.
and what was the first thing I said when you posted that?
You're like, oh, and then you didn't even win.
He says it's
Well, like
rigged.
3 people that entered, I should have fucking won.
It was rigged.
It was not rigged.
I
I
think
pulled the name. I used that thing right up, live on the air.
whatever.
Did you do it 10 times though? You just took the first person, didn't you? Rigged.
Uh-huh.
Rigged.
Yep.
Rigged. Rigged.
So just remember when you guys are not listening to Couch Crunchers tomorrow that it's rigged. Okay, you ready? First person to answer me, except Michael Stout. Someone's mother has 4 sons, north, south, and east. What is the name of the 4th son? Do you guys know the answer?
West.
No.
Did I win?
Someone.
I won.
It's someone.
It's easy if you think about it. It's super easy if you just think about it.
Read
Say it again.
Read it again.
Someone's mother has 4 sons.
The mother.
Someone's mother has 4 sons, north, south, and east. What is the name of the 4th son?
North.
No. Think about it. Just think about it. It's
Someone's
simple.
mother has 4 sons.
North,
North.
south, and east. What is the name of the 4th son?
Oh, it's what?
God damn. Holy fuck. Oh my
He
god.
Googled it. He Googled
West.
that shit.
I did not Google it, dude. You're watching me.
He Googled it.
I'm sitting here fiddling around with my fucking vape pen.
North. Oh my god. That's what I'm saying. It was easy. It tells you.
Well, now, do you get anybody to answer?
Well, Grizzled Geek said no. Grizzled Geek's wrong.
TK421A.
But you guys already said the answer.
Well, then you shouldn't have fucking asked us. If anything, I win.
Nope. You definitely don't.
Send me
win.
that box. Send that box to my house. Shenanigans.
You've scorned Kyle more than Travis from Coming Exposure scorned Kyle, so there's no way you're winning.
You guys right here.
Yeah.
You're fighting.
I had to keep the fact that you were coming on the show secret because Kyle was like, nope, not Lance. Nope, not Lance. Lance can't come on. You didn't give me my pop. I should have won that competition.
Mm.
He
I
said it
don't
was
even remember
rigged.
what pop it was. Oh, Spidey Ock or Ock.
Okay,
Aqua
here.
Spidey.
I saw that pop the other day. That was a
Here,
cool pop.
TK, let's see what book you won.
Oh,
I'll
he's gonna open it too.
TK. Because
Don't
I
cut
don't,
yourself
Nah,
live on
he
the
won.
air.
He won something. Oh, whatever.
he won a digital
He won a
download.
digital download. Yeah,
I think he's won a couple of them.
yeah.
It's all right. Well, it's
See.
up to you guys. It's not my show.
Thanks, boss. Thanks for your permission. Thanks for giving us your permission. Ooh,
Thor issue 2.
oh, there you go. That's a good book, though. That's a good one. That's the one where he wiped out the Justice League, the Just Us League.
Yep.
There you go. Good book. Good win. Good job, TK. Whoop 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 whoop. So let me tell you this.
Now I'm screaming at the screen. He says.
So you know how? So you remember how Underdog won the Jay and Silent Bob DVD, right? So I go to the post office to mail it to him. And remember when we had the sponsored the comic book Loot Crate sponsor, Kyle,
Mm-hmm.
and they send us all that shit media mail.
Yeah.
So I go to the post office and I mail his DVD, and the guy's like, "Oh, you can send a media mail," and I was like, "All right." And what do you think happened?
Got lost.
No, they denied it and fucking sent it back to me because they're saying that it can't be shipped media mail.
Oh, it's only books without advertising.
Yeah, so I had to remail it to him, and I feel bad. I emailed him
What
and
does
told
that
him
mean?
that I remailed
Books
it to him.
without advertising. What does that mean?
There can't be advertising in it because media mail is meant for like school books and stuff like that. It's actually like for heavier stuff like books. So a lot of people will ship comics and other stuff like that, but if it's got advertising in it, then you can't ship it media mail. It's just one of their rules.
So the government basically said we're going to make an inexpensive way to ship textbooks and things like that.
Yeah. So what they'll do is if they suspect that if the post office suspects it's not a book, they'll open it up. Usually what they do is they keep shipping it and then they charge the person who receives the item the cost of the balance of what it would be to do it first class. So, I mean, the fact that they sent it back to you, I guess, is a good thing because, I mean, I guess it sucks because you got to pay for it twice now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least your winner doesn't have to pay for it.
Yeah, and that's usually what happens. That's the first time I've ever seen it sent back.
Yeah, I was surprised when I opened my box and it was still there. I was like, "Ooh, what's this?" I was like, "Wait a minute, I sent this out." And so when I went to the post office and I was like, "I got this back and I don't know why I want to ship it again." They're like, "Oh, well, it was sent media mail the first time and you can't send DVDs."
Was the
media
letter
mail."
attached to it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So they probably sent it back because they probably get a lot of denials when it comes to paying the extra postage from
I mean,
the
they
person.
must have opened it and looked.
yeah,
Because was there the tag thing that says we open this?
yeah.
Yeah.
So
I remember that one time when I saw 30 Seconds to Mars and I bought Andy a hat and I shipped it to him and I paid all this money to ship it to him quick. And I guess the way I had wrote my return address, and I think I made my return address a little too big with my address, and then I had his, and they were kind of like this.
Yeah.
And so I was watching the tracking. It went all the way into Minnesota, and then it came all the way back to me. They shipped it all the way back to me for some reason. So then I had to go back to the post office and reship it to him. So it cost me like $45 to ship them that hat.
That sounds like their fuck up.
yeah, well, that's the same thing with this. Is I walked in there with the DVD exposed, and because I needed an envelope for it, and the guy was like, "Oh, you." He was like, "How fast do you want to get there?" I was like, it doesn't matter to me. And he was like, "Well, ship it media mail." The dude at the post office is the one that told me to ship a media mail.
That sounds like their fuck up. They should
So-
pay for that shit.
You know why they did it? Because the post office isn't making enough money, and now you're contributing.
Right.
You got to go pay.
Did you hear that so you know how the post office delivers on Saturdays? They've been doing it for a couple years.
Yeah.
They got like extra money to start doing it on Saturdays. Well, like a year or two ago, they said, "Hey, we're not going to ship it on Saturdays anymore, but we're going to keep the money that the government gives us for shipping it on Saturdays." And basically, they got told to go shove it up their ass.
Well, yeah, paying for a service. I don't want a goddamn $25 media pass for performance service.
Yep.
If we're paying for Saturday service, I want my goddamn package on Saturday.
Yeah.
Right.
Wouldn't you think that it would be smarter to just limit the amount of media passes that they give out?
They're gonna do that too. It's gonna be
They're doing that
limited. Yeah.
So it's going to cost money, and they're going to make less people
Yes,
go in
sir.
there.
Yes, sir.
Fucking geniuses.
Yep. And you can't. And now they've limited it too. You can no longer have. You have to have, like a podcast or be part of an organization. Like if you've got just a blog or a personal fan page or website or anything like that, you don't qualify. Sorry,
A
couch
website?
crunchers. Sorry, couch crunchers.
What are you talking
I'm
about?
just kidding.
Like if you're a photographer, you can't get a media pass. You have to
Yeah.
go with a journalist.
Yeah.
That's so dumb. They're just pissing people off.
And if you're a journalist, you can't be freelance. You have to be part of an organization. It requires that's
Someone-
a requirement.
Someone's going to come in and take over that thing because it's been a shit show for the last 5 years.
It's been longer than that, dude. Fine.
Well, you can see, like, if you go on Wikipedia, you can see their attendance numbers. About 5 or 6 years ago, they've been steadily losing.
Oh, I
attendance
change
numbers.
those every year.
What?
Kyle changes them.
They post it and then I change it.
Ever since Fat Punisher, man, and the knee jerk overreaction to Fat Punisher, they've been losing people.
Does San Diego have that kind of security?
Dude, San Diego, yeah, their security is bomb, dude. Like they've got metal detectors everywhere and like people stationed at every door. But the problem is, like, that convention is thousands and thousands of people, and they don't have the hiccups Phoenix does. FanFusion has hiccups constantly. The only time you're standing outside at
I think it's just there's so much going on that it's not as hard to tell.
maybe, but like it takes you a while to get through security at FanFest. They don't check you go through a metal detector. They don't check your bags at San Diego Comic-Con. They don't search your bag like they do at FanFusion. You go through the metal detector and you have to scan your badge in and out so they know who, you know. I don't know. And I don't ever remember, Kyle. I don't know. Do you remember us ever standing outside other than waiting to get in first thing in the morning? Even then, they let you in the building.
Yeah, they took us to the top and then they made us back down.
So
you can see. So in 2014, they had 77,000 people. 2015, 75,000. 2016, 106,000 people. 2017, 80,000 people. 2019, 57,000 people.
Wow. They dropped 50% in 2 years.
yeah, last year was bad.
So it wasn't 5 years.
That's not even Oh, yeah, that's not even last year. Last year's isn't even posted. It's probably even worse. That was 2018, 57,000 people.
Well, when was Fat Punisher? That was 17?
Yes.
Yes.
17 or
Or was
16?
that? No, it was 17 or 8. No, Fat Punisher was 17. 18 was the fire alarm.
Yeah.
Yeah, 18 was my first year
So
going.
yeah, Fat Punisher was 17 then.
Yeah, because I remember everybody talking about the Jason David Frank thing.
Well, he just got freaking. Didn't he just get his time in a mental asylum?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He got sentenced to time in a mental asylum. Yeah. So
Yeah, dude, someone's going to come in because it's starting to get to the point where it's not even. They're
Or
not
they
even
just-
going to be making a return.
they'll just cancel it, and we won't have any more conventions here. That'll be what it would happen.
You don't think somebody would come in? You don't think somebody would come in and try to?
he's been trying to
You would
sell the word is he's been trying to sell the convention for years,
Yeah.
and nobody's biting because I don't know if he's so far in the red or what his books look like. I can't go off that, but people who are close to the dude who runs it have said he's been trying to sell it for years and nobody's biting, nobody wants it.
But I wonder if it's just going to fizzle out and somebody's going to start something new.
They've tried. I mean, we had Ace Con that didn't come back this year. That didn't last. What else? They had Amazing Arizona that tanked. They tried to do Fan Fusion or Fan Fest in the fall and that tanked.
Well, you don't think it would be a company that like has a reputation like
Wizard?
No, like who runs the Salt Lake one? The Salt Lake one's huge.
Isn't that run? No, I'm thinking Emerald City. I think Salt Lake is run by its own people. I don't think any big company owns them.
I just wonder if some company is going to see, Square Egg or whatever they're called, when they finally go out, as an opportunity to kind of move into here.
I don't know, but
I would hope so. I don't think that Square Egg is going to continue. I don't think he's going to sell it, but I wouldn't be shocked to see some other large company come in here once this is gone.
You would think it would already happen. You would think if he's trying to sell it, it would already happen. But who knows?
Yeah, but if he's too much in the red, who's going to buy that? Why don't they just wait for him to die out, declare bankruptcy, and then somebody comes in here and starts a whole new thing?
Yeah, I don't know. Just to me though, charging $25 a pop for media passes kind of screams desperation.
That's just bad business. If I was him, I'd just get somebody else in there to run it for me.
Michael Stout says Salt Lake and Fan X and Salt Lake is an independent group out of Utah. That's what I thought.
That I hear that Comic-Con is awesome. I hear it's like one of the best in the country.
I've heard that too, yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, you're gonna see you'll see Comic-Con when you go to WonderCon. Like you'll see the difference between Phoenix and everywhere else when you go to WonderCon.
Oh, I'm sure.
And especially if you're gonna go to San Diego. Like San Diego is a whole different ball game.
I'd rather
you'd rather go to WonderCon
than San Diego? Yeah. WonderCon.
You guys have passes, don't you?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, but I can't. I'm not going to go to WonderCon and then San Diego a couple months later.
Yeah, I want to go to San Diego, but it's just too close to the baby.
There's kid number 13.
The only problem with San Diego is it's too busy.
Yeah, but I want to experience it once, And with Corbin not being able to go, I was going to be able to go, but
WonderCon's funner.
Yeah. I told you we're going to WonderCon, right?
You are.
Yeah, we got 4 media passes for WonderCon.
Everybody media passes to WonderCon.
That's your stepping stone.
What days are you going?
The whole time.
Nice. Where are you guys staying?
We're getting an Airbnb in Anaheim, I think. I don't know. Tyler's doing it all. We usually get an Airbnb.
Do you remember how much you're paying for the Airbnb?
I don't know, but I think it was going to cost like $80 a person for all the nights or something. I don't remember.
Well, I may have to talk to you about that because I may have to throw you guys.
You think about coming?
Yeah, I'm thinking about going.
Yeah, dude. Just let us know and we'll make sure that we get a place big enough. We usually get an Airbnb because we try to record a show there. Do a live show at the house. So yeah, just let me know if you want to come. I mean, Matt got everybody passes for it, so
yeah, I've got that I've got to make a decision on, and I got to make a decision on Boston for March.
There's a decision for that.
Yeah, I think there is.
I have to go.
I have to go. Yeah.
I'm
Boston.
So yeah. See who the guest list is.
What?
See who the guest list is for Boston.
What's that one called?
It's called Boston Comic-Con.
Oh well, that's enough.
Boston. You gotta type it with the accent too. Boston Comic-Con.
No, it's not
Fan Expo Boston.
Yeah.
No, that's not.
No, that's August.
Boston
Yeah.
Comic-Con.
What's the one?
Called
that's
the Mark
coming up in
Wahlberg
March?
Boston Comic-Con.
Maybe
the
it's
Mark Wahlberg Tom Brady Boston Comic-Con.
Maybe it's Connecticut.
Oh,
Connecticut?
Northeast Comic Con.
There we go.
So bring up the guest list.
All right, it is.
Shit, we
Trying
gotta get
to.
press passes for this. We're doing more work for this. Go to the Mark Wahlberg Tom Brady Boston Comic-Con.
So here's your artists: Jim Steranko. That's about it so far.
That's riveting. It's a riveting guest list right there. We got Jim Steranko, and that's it, everyone.
Good night.
Hey, freaking the dude from Buffy's gonna be there. What's his name? Xander.
Yeah, it looks like that's about it, man. A lot of people I don't know.
That's not the. There's a different Boston Con then.
Well, they have Boston Comic Con or Fan Expo Comic Con, or what the fuck am I trying to say? Fan Expo Boston in August.
Maybe that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
So that one's probably huge.
It's huge.
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 All right.
Comic creators.
So look, here's the fourth way. Fuck, dude, WonderCon all the way. I'm going to WonderCon. Fuck this. This first name, Donnie Cates.
Yeah, but he'll be at San Diego too.
Yeah. But it's going to be easier to get him at WonderCon than San Diego.
Yeah.
Donnie Cates, David Robertson, Michael Stackpole. Let's see who else is there.
Where do you go to see their fucking guests? Oh, here we go. I found it.
Brian Michael Bendis is going to be there. Donnie Cates, Michael Cho. I'm trying to think. Let's see some other, because they've only done 4 rounds of guests so far. Stephanie Hands, she's the artist on Die. Adam Hughes.
Yeah, Adam Hughes is going to be there. Me and Kyle saw that last night.
Jim Lee. Steve McNiven.
WonderCon's a con to go to on the West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm excited, dude.
It's a ton of fun.
Especially when Scotty Young. Especially when you do it in one day, right, Kyle?
Yep. Burn and turn. That's the best way to do it.
That was a long trip, man.
Show up at 8 o'clock in the morning and fucking leave at 6 o'clock at night.
Oh yeah.
That's the way to fucking do
That
it.
was a long run. But yeah, Brian, if you wanna let me know, and I can probably get your passes.
Okay.
Fucking look at Matt, the wheeler and dealer.
That's what I do, man.
I can get you passes, man. You just come over here into the alley, man, and I'll fucking.
Yep.
Did you say Scott Snyder?
No.
He's gonna be there.
Yeah, I figured.
Most everybody will be there.
Because that's considered one of the big ones, right?
And a lot of people, live in California.
I think Michael Cho, Donnie Cates. Yeah, those. I mean, Scott Snyder's a big one too. Like from personal experience, I think WonderCon's going to be a great thing for you guys because of how they handle their press, and like we got the interview with Scott Snyder there, and Tom King, and who else did you interview there, Kyle?
We did. What's his name that did Nightwing? Tim Seeley.
So they actually treat you like press and let
Yeah.
you interview people?
Yeah.
Because
Cool. So we stood.
the other ones I've been to where we're press, they don't let us do shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Like I got press passes to Ace Comic Con. It got me nothing.
Yeah, like
Basically a free pass in a Comic Con.
when we went to WonderCon, they kind of called all the press over there and ushered everyone over there, and like they called people. They're like, all right, you got like 10 minutes to interview them, but it was like, all right, this media outlet for Scott Snyder, and like they kind of just rotated people in and out. So you got 10 minutes with each person. So it was fun.
It was fun because not a lot of people were interviewing Tim Seeley.
Yeah.
So I got to interview him for a while.
Yeah.
I was trying to trick him into spilling the beans about Nightwing at the time.
So
he almost fell for it.
And that was at the height of right when Rebirth was coming out, too.
Yeah,
we went to that Rebirth panel. So
that's when I made my friend Jeff Johns.
There you go, Jeff.
Your buddy.
Johns.
Yeah, he's just on the phone. I was like, "Hey, bro, what's up, man? You want to sign my book, dude?" Fucking.
Well, we got him to sign.
We got him to sign our.
Yeah, our Rebirth thing because he walked past us and you were like, "Hey, Jeff, sign this for us," and you fucking did. It's like, all right.
Cool story, bro. We asked him to sign it and he fucking did. It was awesome.
Well, because he was walking past us and Kyle was just like, "Hey, that's Jeff Johns. Here, sign this."
He was talking on the phone.
Yeah.
And walking by, and I was like, "Jeff, hey Jeff, will you sign this for me?"
That's awesome.
He was like, "Okay."
He could have easily been like, "I have a scheduled time for signings. Come back then." He's
like Frank Caliendo.
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah, who?
I mean, the guy that does Joe Madden.
Joe Madden, huh? We're gonna end it there. We're gonna end it on Joe Madden.
Sorry, dude. It's been long.
Joe Madden.
John Madden.
We're gonna end that bad boy on Joe Madden.
Who's Joe Madden?
Joe Madden's your dad.
Joe fucking Madden. But yeah, Joe Madden, bro.
No, yeah.
No, yeah.
I'm just getting tired.
Anybody got anything
I gotta
else?
go see some shit movie tomorrow.
Yeah, you do. Anyone got anything else? No, quiet. Crickets. Guys, I want to thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Congratulations to the people who won the giveaways tonight, and congratulations to
Lance watches the sports ball.
Greg 3 pounds or 3LB on your big 200 subscriber win.
3 Pound Greg.
Yeah, 3 Pound Greg. Thanks to our newest Patreon, again, Max Bender. Guys, remember, we do have a Patreon. If you want to support the show, that's the best way to do it, because all the money that you donate to the Patreon goes directly into the show. Nowhere else. It goes directly into the show, so it's a great way to support us.
Pays for our hosting fees and our website fees, and in case something breaks.
That's right.
It'll help. It's helping pay for our fucking Matt's new board.
Yeah. So
it's come in handy.
It does. So everything you guys donate to us, if you like the show, goes right back into the show. So if you want to
notice the Max Bender Laser Light 3000 Blue Caucasaurus. Razor knife, spectacular remote control,
infrared laser light show.
Yes.
There you go. So if you want to follow Max's example, you can do so at patreon.com/Absolute Geek Podcast. We have great tiers set up. We're going to change the tiers around too to give different prizes out. So you do get a little bit of kickback for donating to the show if you want to. If this is your first time finding us on YouTube, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Let's get to 400. We hit our 200 goal. We're on our way to 400. We'll do another giveaway at 400. We'll have to figure out what it's going to be, but it'll be a good one too. If you're listening to this on Monday, any of your podcasting platforms, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Leave us a review, good, bad, or indifferent. It helps us in the podcasting standings. But for this week's episode of the Absolute Geek Podcast, I'm Matt.
I'm Matt as a jobber.
I'm Brian.
And I'm Lance.
Guys, real quick, make sure to check out Lance tomorrow night on Couch Crunchers and listen to them on their replay whenever they put it up for download.
So, you guys all have a good night.
I can't even plug Couch Crunchers, huh? That's fucked up. All right. Check out Lance on Couch Crunchers on all your podcasting platforms. And we'll see you guys next week. For the Valentine's Day episode, don't forget Penguin.
He's naked Matt.
Naked Matt, yeah.
we still on?
Yeah.
We're still on?